Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this is calls for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
When you say my name again, I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man? Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing. Oh, it's a joke. It was an old man joke. No, there was somebody in hospice on meeting it earlier, so I was like, oh, geez. I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man. Oh, he's adorable. So. If not, they just fall out. This was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me?
I just died in your arms tonight.
Whoa!
I just died in your arms tonight.
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baggy. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Have a seat. Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay. Lisa Kochata.
Think, 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 think.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend comes, my cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men.
Da-na-na-na-na. Wow! Yes. Welcome to SimpCast. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's Sunday, March 15th. Is it the Ides of March? You tell me, chat. You guys know everything. I think it is. It's like always the 15th. It's not like it's the second Sunday of March or something. Oh well. We'll certainly figure that out by the end of the show. Hi, hello, chat. Good to see you guys. Good to see my regulars. Good to see my new people. We have so much to talk about today. We're gonna talk. I know we're gonna talk a little bit about the Oscars, mostly how crazy, stupid skinny everybody is getting off Ozempic. We will go over Conan's monologue at the Oscars. We will talk about our friend Scarlett, who used to be on the show quite a bit. And I was not really trying to talk about her much, but it's gotten to the point where you can't not mention what she's been up to lately. And then we're going to talk about Keanu may have had a falling out with Stuttering John. We will cover that. So it's going to be some drama, some not drama. I'm having a high noon. I don't know if you guys are having a drink too. You know who's not having a drink? Oh, before I bring on any guests, this is very exciting. Guys, next weekend, I will be in Florida. I will be in Orlando. I'm going to be there for MegaCon, hanging out with the Geeks and Gamers and the Nerdrotic crew. I'll be at some of the MegaCon events. I'll be at the meetup at Pat O'Brien's next Saturday. But most importantly, I will be headlining next Friday in Orlando. Here we go. Here is the flyer. That's me. Well, that's AI me. One night only, March 20th. That's next Friday, March 20th, 10 o'clock. Nice late show at 10 o'clock at the Orlando Comedy Club. That's at the Calypso Bar and Grill. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. And the ticket price includes the after party. So they're going to let us stay and drink and hang out all night. So if you're going to be in town for the MegaCon events, for the Geeks and Gamers and the Nerdrotic meetup and all that other fun stuff, come to the comedy show. If you need plans for Friday night, here are your plans. Come hang out with me. Come have some laughs. It'll be a good time. For tickets, go to my website, chrissiemayr.com. Please and thank you. And of course, like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or wherever. Yes, Chrissy, AI Chrissy is hot. And guess what? AI Chrissy has no baby weight to lose. That's why we love her. Speaking of baby weight, she's about to give birth soon. She's carrying a human life inside of her. And you know what? Our other guest who's waiting in the background has also carried several human lives inside of her. So we'll bring them both on at the same time. It's Kim Coulter and Talk with Sally. They're here. Wow.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. We're going to get to Sally's. We're going to talk about Kim for sure, but Sally is not on camera at the moment because Sally has also had quite the week.
Oh no.
She was attacked by a bear. No, she's not on camera because she had a crazy freak allergic reaction to like a skincare product, right, Sally? I don't know if you want to like quickly go over it or if
it's oregano oil.
We'll move
and
on.
I could tell them it's oregano oil. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't. Yes. No. So it's oregano oil, and I've used it. Yeah, I can hear you. Is there a delay? Do I need to reset?
No, you sound perfect. Chat. What do you think? Can you hear Sally?
This is why I don't like
okay?
being on camera because you can't see my face. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Maybe there is a delay on your end, but just act as if
Okay, I
there's
think
not.
we're good. Okay. So anyway, let me I can reset and come back. Okay, I'm not like there's not a delay. So I have always used oregano oil to treat age spots. You just put it on a Q-tip, you put directly on the spot, it kind of blisters up just like you were to go get it frozen off from the doctor.
Bathe in it.
No,
Wait, could I
do not-
dump it on my
do not
vagina
do
to make it
that.
look more
I could-
youthful? Does it work like that?
Yeah, I think you should definitely try that. But
dunk
yeah, definitely try that. I think it'll work. Yeah, just make sure you have a prescription of steroids.
As long as you're
ready
not
to go, so
allergic.
when you react it. Correct. My face, literally, I look like 400-pound Amy Schumer.
You look
Asian
like
Amy
400-pound
Schumer.
Amy Schumer was stung by a whole nest of bees.
Yes.
And
like
Sally,
I said, well, I posted a picture.
You had the balls, the nads, to post photos of said allergic reaction on Twitter.
Because
I'm not gonna bring it up. People, if you really are curious, go and look. But like,
I might.
That's even women here posting that.
It's really bad. I'm telling you.
Does it itch?
But I have eyeballs today. No, the itch is the worst, but get rid of the itch. You put as hot as water as you can stand on your face, and you splash it, and then you hurry and splash it with cold water, and the cold water soothes it. So if you suffer from seasonal allergies with your eyes, and if you wear false eyelashes and they get itchy, splash it with hot water, then follow it with cold water, and it takes the itch away.
Being a woman is such hard work.
Can we do that with other parts of your body that itch? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, you might want to get some Vagisil, but yeah, it probably could work too.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing. So not only did your face blow up, but it's itching.
It's not bad today. I finally got my prescription. The pharmacist totally screwed it up on Friday night because I messaged my doctor. I'm like, can you please call me in a prescription for contact dermatitis? He's like, I don't really think I can. So I sent him a picture of my face.
Like, do it.
And he's like, I could either give you an IV injection.
Look at me. Look at me.
Or I can give you a prescription. I'm like, you tell me what's best. I guarantee he was golfing because he chose to call in a prescription. But the pharmacist screwed up because he's known me for 20 years. So he used my middle name, which is what I go by in life. And the pharmacist had my first name and my middle name on my file because they've screwed up before. So I sent my guy to go pick it up at 5:30. And they're like, we don't have a prescription. The doctor never called it in. So I call him. Like, no, we called it in at like 2:00. I'm like, okay.
You're like, I will keep sending photos until you send this prescription. You will have nightmares.
So it was bad because the pharmacist. So I call the pharmacist and I get AI automation, and I'm like, speak to pharmacist. So they send me to a voicemail.
Representative.
Yeah, and you can't do that anymore because it's all AI. And so then I called back and pretended like I was a doctor because I've broken the code by doing that before.
Give us your doctor voice,
Now
Sally.
they're like,
You're like,
"We
hello,
know
I'm a man.
recognize your phone number. Your phone number is not on file as a doctor. Are you sure you're a doctor?" I'm like, shit.
Wait a second. Sally,
No.
how did you pretend to be a doctor?
You just say, yes, you're a doctor. And then when they answer, you just say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. I got the wrong line. But that's the only way I get through to the pharmacist. So I kind of
Look,
lie.
I'm a strong black woman. Don't ask any other questions.
So anyway, so I left a message. And the pharmacy closes at 9. And so I called, they hadn't called me back. It's 8:00. And I leave a message and I'm like, I'm pissed off. I need someone to call me back. My face is 5 times bigger than it's supposed to be. And I need this medication tonight. Don't get a phone call back. I had to go all night long. Finally, I called the next morning and I left a really nasty message with lots of information and said, if this isn't rectified today, then I will just go to I'll have my doctor calling it to a different pharmacist. And so I get a phone call back. The lady was super sweet. She's like, "Oh, it was ready yesterday at 4:30, but it was under your middle name." Yeah, so I got it. My face is half the size now, so that's good.
Oh my God, you poor thing. I don't know if I can completely empathize with what you're going through, but I know what happened to my face when I had shrimp. Like I used to eat shrimp all the time. Like it was my favorite food all throughout my teens and 20s, and then suddenly at I think 26 or something, I just got a crazy allergic reaction from shrimp, and I'm talking lips blown up to 3 times their size and itched like crazy. And I didn't think to try Benadryl or get any kind of medicine because I'm German and I like to suffer. And I had this new job at the time, and I tried to cover half my lips with concealer, trying to fool everyone into thinking I didn't have these gross. And this is before lip fillers. So, because I couldn't take off my work, I had just gotten this job. And so my boss at the time, this is when I had this job at this it was agents for news talent, Campbell Brown of CNN's agent is who I worked for. And he said to me, he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, I had shrimp and it blew up." And my boss was like, "Oh my God, I thought you had really bad Botox done." It was so embarrassing, but it itched like crazy for days, and it didn't go down for days.
I'm hiding my face, but I'm turning on my camera for 3 seconds so you can see this guy.
Wait, hold on. We have to get Keanu in here for this. Okay.
Hi.
Don't look at my face.
Keanu, don't look at her face. But we are going to look at the dog.
Hi, Dougie. I heard we're putting oregano on liver spots.
Look
and
at the
something happened. Is that it?
Oh my goodness, you're so sweet.
Mishka.
Okay.
Okay, hold on camera.
Oh, that's a cute doggy. Waffles!
Oh, I miss my doggy.
That's my new boy. I had to show you.
And in order to cope with the allergic reaction, you got a puppy.
Well, I got a puppy 4 weeks ago. My son bought him for me because he's like, "Mom, you need a dog." So he takes
Puppies
him on
are
the
great for
weekends.
swelling, I've heard.
They really like it. They like to scratch your face when it hurts.
Oh my God, you poor thing. So Keanu, I don't know if you were hearing Sally explain, she had a crazy allergic reaction from oil of oregano.
I heard that.
Which is it sounds like a hippy dippy, healthy person thing to put on your face.
I don't have age spots, do I?
I also did not. No, not at all. I also did not know. Is that the key? You call and say, "I actually am a doctor," and then you say, "I
just kidding."
Got myself. I don't know what I pressed.
I just pushed the wrong button.
I have you. Yeah.
Exactly, and that usually works. But now it's AI automated, and they're like, "We do not recognize your phone number in our system as a doctor." I'm like, "Oh, damn it."
Even my Alexa, she's gotten an attitude. She changed her voice. She's it's like there's a person in the house with us. It's why, who's that Whoopi Bear?
Oh my goodness. Hello.
He's so cute.
This is Mishka. My Mishka bean.
Misha.
And Kim, how are you feeling?
I know Kim.
I'm giant. I'm just looking. I'm like me and Sally are the same size face right now.
You're glowing. You're both.
I told,
glowing for different.
I was
reasons.
telling Chrissy I feel like a pumpkin who's sprouted arms and legs, but
that's adorable.
Just waddling around doing
like what's her face from Willy Wonka who turned into
yes,
a
Violet.
blueberry?
You're turning violet. Violet.
My
Yes,
daughter's a blueberry.
paint me purple and roll me to the juicer.
I love
that. How many more weeks till you give birth, Kim?
Roughly 10, but like I always go past due.
So soon.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. We're getting the house set up for a home birth, and I'm being like a super diva princess about it. And I'm just like,
as you should.
As I like, well, there's no other instance where I'm like, please dote upon me all the time.
Have
but
you
this
home birthed before?
Yeah, the last one was my first home birth, and I'm gonna do it again.
That's so badass. You're like, I'm gonna go through this major medical thing with no medical people.
Well,
Do
the
they
way they
bring
did
in,
it
like,
for
a kiddie
thousands of
pool?
years to perpetuate human existence, right? But no, I mean, it's just honestly like maybe it just like speaks to how fucking awful doctors are and how much I hate hospitals, because I would rather be uncomfortable for even like a day or two and like be in labor and then just give birth and then be able to just like pass out on my couch like I did last time and just be in my house and eat what I want to eat and fucking get in my shower when I want to and walk around and snuggle my doggies. Yes.
Right.
So-
Right. Hospital food is not top tier. You know.
No.
Really?
Oh my gosh. No.
I loved my hospital food. I like couldn't.
It wasn't. It's not even just that too. But like when you're okay, so like in the event that you choose to not, or you can't, you need to have a C-section or whatever, they put you on the all liquid diet. So like all you can have is like bone broth and water.
I hate Jello. They feel like they're always trying to give you Jello. I don't know. Maybe that's
I feel
like.
well, I mean, like
They are.
that wouldn't be such a problem if their bone broth wasn't trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I'm like super.
Also,
like,
a hospital. It sounds a hospital shouldn't be serving bone broth.
Well,
Like,
okay, so here's
well,
the
that's
thing too.
I don't
When
know,
you
it's
give
something
birth, the
odd.
thing that I'm most averse to is when you give birth in the hospital, they typically want to hold you for 24 hours minimum. Like that they will even argue with you about that. But it's like there's nothing legally that says I have to stay here. If you want to check my child in 24 hours, I live 10 minutes away basically. I could come back and check the child. So both times that I did the hospital birth, they threatened to call CPS on me if I took my child and left.
That's
very
wild.
serious. I'm so serious. And honestly, now thinking back on it, I really should have called them. I would have been like, you know what? Fucking call CPS.
Do it.
Right now. And I want you to take them away from the fucking crack addicts and the meth dealers and shit and have them come to the hospital. I want you to explain to them that I wanted to leave with my perfectly healthy child.
But were
and
they
come
worried
back
about
later.
you? Were they worried about you though? Your health? They just
No,
wanted to-
I was fine.
Okay.
I was
Do you
totally
think,
fine.
Kim, that they were because I've only done this once. What do I know? But like, what do they want to do? The heel prick on the babies that way
They had already done. So they want to test. Okay, so they say there's like a 24-hour test that they want to do after to like the first 24 hours of life, obviously, where they do test a bunch of stuff like that. But like they'd already done all the tests they needed to do, like immediate tests, and they were like, okay, well we want to do the 24-hour, and like I said, I've lived 10 minutes away, so it was like, I'll be back. And if not, like, go ahead and stick CPS on me, you fucking sickos.
Wow.
You're so hardcore.
Well, the first time they tried to, I got out of it more easily because one of the nurses was like, oh, there's a policy that we have and you like agreed to this policy. And I was like, all right, bitch, let me see the policy. I would love for you to pull up this policy for me. And she goes, oh, well, we can't show you. I was like, oh, so you have a policy that I signed that you cannot show me? Are you fucking retarded?
We can't
Like,
show you.
Oh.
Not in
you
your
think I'm
delicate
retarded. That's
condition.
the problem. And actually it was really funny. Did you guys ever watch Orange is the New Black?
Of
Yes,
course.
the first.
Okay, so
season.
you know the hospital that Ruiz gives birth in the beginning?
No.
Okay, so the really the Spanish chick, she was like the
Yeah.
first pregnant one on the show or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Oh, right.
And
In
like
the
she
first
comes back and
season,
she
got
looks
it.
like a haunted woman. That is Danbury Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That was the
yes.
first place I ever gave
And-
birth in.
Oh,
And they
wow.
Yeah,
and
the child
literally
with
the
the
day
guard, the cute
the day I
guard.
gave
Yeah.
birth, one of their fellows or like one of their they had like an affiliate or whatever, had just given a speech at a college about how more white babies needed to die.
Whoa.
So I'm like sitting in this hospital. They're telling me I'm not allowed to leave. They're telling me my midwife can't come back or my
Yikes.
doula can't come back because of COVID stuff. And they're like, and it's like, oh, by the way, there's this person that we fund who's openly talking about like, let's murder the white babies. And I was
my
just
God.
like, I have
You
to
don't
get the
mean-
fuck
you
out
don't
of
mean
here.
it
After they're
outright.
born? No, you mean like abortion?
What was the context for her saying that?
The context was there's an overpopulace of white people and the population needs to be culled.
Oh, you mean so like,
Ay, ay,
but
ay.
not like after they come out.
I mean, like she might as well have. like,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
yeah.
She was just
Like,
promoting
or
like
you're not
less
tossing
white
kids into
people.
the river or like sending them down in a basket of
Yeah,
reeds.
no,
Like
she was.
baby-
It
like
wasn't
baby
like let's
Moses.
have less white
Yeah.
babies. It was like let's kill white babies.
Okay,
Yikes.
So it
Yeah.
was like get me. And it was funny. I had just been starting in journalism for like I think it had only been a year or two at that point. And I remember like calling my boss like, "Get me Alex Jones."
That sounds like a
Yeah.
movie.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Kim's obviously full of hormones,
I love that.
raring to
Oh,
go.
You look
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's so cool though.
I feel
Is there-
giant, but that's okay. That's
What
supposed
is
to happen.
what is your husband's role going to be in the home birth? Catcher?
Oh my
The dog,
no,
like,
he's my husband is the most amazing person ever. I mean, like I obviously love him more than anything in the world, but like he's my masseuse, he's my chef, he's my
Wow.
bodyguard, he's my confidant, he's my cheerleader, he's the
I love
best.
that.
Everything and anything.
Can I ask you? All right, I just set this up. Do they bring in like a baby pool, like a kiddie pool? and
So
they use
I
it?
actually so you don't have to give birth in a pool just because you're doing a home birth, which a lot of women do. I bought my
I would
own.
because I would want them to know how to swim right away.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You just pop them out and you just throw them and they start kicking.
Yeah.
You know, like
How
a
else
dog.
did
Do
you do it? Like
butterfly.
on a yoga mat?
Yeah, what's the other option? Yeah, just on the
other
carpet.
I actually gave birth on this couch. It's so funny. My midwife likes to point that out every time as she comes and she sees my little one. She's
All
like,
the
"You were born
stains.
right there."
Like, and you
my
never
God.
cleaned it.
Yeah, I'm horrible. No,
Wow,
of
you
course I.
kept the couch. Amazing.
Well, you put the fucking liners down, Chrissy. You don't just like
Cool.
free ball it. I'm not one of these. What are the 4chan, the free bleeders? I'm not
Wow.
free birthing on
Let
my
that kid
bare
take that
my.
couch to
Wow.
college for sure.
Exactly.
Cool.
This is gonna be her first heirloom.
Yeah. And then like, guess
Oh my
what?
gosh.
My mom gave birth to me on this couch.
Where you're
Yeah.
sitting right now.
Kim, do you have a doula? And I'm not sure I exactly know the difference between a doula and a midwife, but do you have them both come? And is it their job to kind of catch and coax and like?
So the
grab it
husband can
out?
also catch. There, you can have a midwife is more crucial than a doula. You can have both. I have had both, and she's wonderful. But I'm just doing it with my husband, and
Wow.
our midwives. But actually, I'm very blessed. My a biological mother is coming for the week before my due date and the week after, so she'll be here for a couple weeks.
Wow.
And we're also like we have an Airbnb like right across the street from our house, which is like the most convenient thing ever when people want to come visit.
Wow.
So she's
You
gonna
rent it
rent
out to
that.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, people should rent out. Like, I want to give birth in an Airbnb. I want to give
Well,
birth in their
I mean,
furniture.
so there
yeah.
are, I would say the closest equivalent to that is like there are child birthing centers where they have like the whole like nice bed, big tub, like deluxe shower, like all of the
Big heart-shaped
amenities.
tub. It's like
Yeah, exactly,
Love Motel.
Except it's shaped like a placenta.
They
you know?
fold the towel into a swan.
Yeah, exactly. And like they'll like set candles, they'll like do mood lighting, like the beds are
Wow.
usually covered in fluffy pillows. Like it's definitely a vibe, but I'm doing that in my own house and I'm setting up I have this like fantasy idea that like I'm gonna have like a whole thing set up on my back porch because like we have this beautiful view out there. So I'm gonna set up the pool in here, and I want to have like a kind of like buffet set up outside so that like the midwives and like me
Wow.
and everyone can like just snack when we need to.
Yeah, get a
Switch
bar,
it.
get it catered. Get a
Fuck it.
bartender.
Put the kiddie pool on the porch. Give birth in nature. Then
Oh my
go
god, I'm not
inside.
doing that to my neighbors.
Wow.
I'm not.
Can you
I'm
imagine?
so- there's a lot of women who learn how to like, and I do like largely meditate through the contractions and stuff like that. But no, I am freaking, yell and I scream, and if you tell me not to, I will fucking call you a cunt. Apparently, I called one of the midwives a cunt.
I love that. That's so fun.
She's used to it. She's like, it happens all the time.
She's like, I literally have no memory of this, and like my husband's like, no, you definitely called that lady a cunt.
That's great. Oh, I used to think that like I was gonna have some sort of meditative, like, oh, I'm tough. I won't. You have to have like some kind of monk level talent to like not scream and curse the whole time. I was mooing like a cow, and that was before the real drugs.
Apparently you remember Alicia, apparently my friend Alicia is like so zen during her labor that multiple midwives have like not thought she was close to being like to giving birth, and like it's just like whoop, there it is.
Whoop,
And I'm like,
there it
how
is.
do you do exactly? I'm like, how do you do that? Like,
That's
please teach
so
me.
crazy.
Just slips on out.
It's such an amazing thing. I'm just like, isn't it scary to do it at your house? No, you did it already.
It's a lot less. I'm less scared of my own home than I am of a hospital.
I don't mind
Like
the
trying
hospital.
like there are hospitals that will sneak your children vaccines
Oof,
and like
that's not
do it
good.
under the guise of like they will call CP what they do, and like sometimes they just write it into the thing so that they're allowed to do it without your permission anyway. But they'll call CPS and they'll take over temporary guardianship of your child for safety reasons, and then they'll vax your child and then just like give them back.
That is so messed
Like
up.
that fucking happens. So I would rather be here and I would rather go through labor here. And especially now that I've done it, like it's a lot less intimidating. Like I think it really, like the first time I went into labor, I was in labor for 4 days. I did 2 days of active labor, 4 days of
Cool,
labor.
like a
total.
cat.
Like a cat.
poor
Yeah.
cow.
But before I tapped and finally got the epidural. But when I did my home birth, I was like, I know what an epidural feels like. What am I retarded? What did I do to myself? Why am I doing this? Because I also was scared that like the pushing was gonna hurt most. So I was like, if contractions hurt this bad and pushing's gonna be worse, I'm retarded.
Right.
But then pushing happened and it didn't feel like anything and I was fine. So now I know going into it that like, okay, this sucks, but like rub my feet and massage my back and like give me a glass of wine and I'll be fine. Yeah, exactly.
Start at the feet. That's how you get them.
Y'all are giving me goose flesh. That sounds horrible.
I wish I could know.
It's not that bad.
Like if there was an alternate reality where what my birth would have been like had I not like broken the water early and gotten the Pitocin and the side attack and then eventually like the epidural. Like, is there a world where that could have all just happened easily? But it's the first one, and the first one's got to bust through like the Kool-Aid man so that the other ones can slide out easily.
Listen, it goes back, you know, it's a muscle. It doesn't just like flippity flops, you know.
Not mine. Mine sounds like this.
Well, I don't believe you, but I'm not asking for proof.
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a video later. I'll make it talk.
Make it blow bubbles.
You shoot ping pongs out of that thing.
Yeah. Yep. Ping pongs. I wish they're softballs. Wow, this is fun. It's not even Mother's Day, and you guys are getting this great conversation.
My bad.
No, it's okay. It's so
We love it.
So interesting. It's so like female bodies are so freaking cool that they can do this.
Oh yeah, I'm literally turning food into a human. Like that's fucking psychedelic.
Wow.
That's psychedelic.
Wow. So cool. Hi, Kiki.
Hi, darling. How
my
are you?
God. I miss all of you guys. I miss you, Kiki. I'm
And
good.
also, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I love this shirt. I wear it all the time. I had to put on my.
Thank you.
It's great merch.
soft.
So it was like, you don't wear the damn concert tee to the concert, but I'm like, fuck it. I love this shirt. So
No, Wear it. Kiki, I know the people were asking about this. Did you have a falling out with Stuttering John? I'm not up to date. Because it seemed like you had a cordial, good working relationship with him. You were on his streams. He was like having you open for him a bunch of times.
Right.
It seemed like things were good.
Yes. Okay. And I've talked about this a lot on my show.
Are you over it already? Oh no.
No. I do not mind at all. I would love to catch you up. At the Rodney's show, okay, the man, first of all,
this is the one that Kumia went to, and all the people
basically sold out for him by mentioning it on his show. It was one of the funnest nights ever, but the man gets up there and he fucks over the club by, he doesn't do enough time because he just reads his police report, right? But before that, and I took a week off because I was at my brother's wedding in Austin, and I just started thinking,
it was so fun. I want to hear about that too.
It was I just was thinking about it, and I was fed up after that first night because the night before the Rodney show, I was playing a clip of Anthony talking about the gig on my show. John is texting me, "Some friend you are. Thanks, pal. They're trashing me, call me the village idiot." And I'm like, you fucking are the village idiot.
I love how Stuttering John has the same voice as Baby Kiki.
He does have the flying Baby Kiki.
Yeah.
He does. And then I'm like, so I'm already starting to get like, I shouldn't have to walk. First of all, Stuttering John Melendez, you ain't going to dictate what I play on my show. That's first and foremost. I am not going to walk on eggshells around this man. Not going to do it. So, but again, I have to do a show with him, not only that night, but the night after that. Not have to. I was thankful for him putting me on his, stand-up gigs or whatever. But so I was annoyed by that. I was like, I'm your friend, man. I'm just promoting the show. Anthony's a friend of my husband's, friend of mine, whatever. I walk into the green room at Rodney's to say hi to him, and he goes, "Oh, hey." He's still pissed off at me. And I'm like, okay. I go back upstairs. I'm talking to Geno and Anthony, I think. And I went, he won't even fucking look at me. He texts me and says, "Come down when you're done with Pocky," which is what he calls Kumia. And I go down there to the green room. He says, "Can we clear the room?"
What do you mean, open a window? Did you fart? What happened?
He means the other people in there. I got to talk to her and give her a talking to. So the other people that were in the green room leave. He shuts the door, puts me on the spot. He scolds me about playing the clip of Anthony. And I'm just trying to, it put me am I in the principal's office fucking
That's
mode?
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like he's giving you dad energy.
Yeah. Or creepy fucking, this is not how I'm working with you.
Stepdad.
You don't answer to him.
Stepdad. In what world is it appropriate? In what fucking world did he think it was appropriate to clear the room and shut the door? I'm a married
what are you, Matt Lauer?
I know. That's what I said. Like, do you have a button under the fucking desk? Like,
yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, let's just do the show. He's like, they're trashing me and all this stuff. I'm like, I found that incredibly fucking inappropriate, but I'm just trying to keep an even keel with the fucking man. I'm like, all right. So all that happens the next night. I go and do the show it's at Tommy Fox's, and it was a good show.
Where's that?
It was a small
Is that
room.
Bridgeport?
Allentown, I think.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay.
I can't remember. Is it Bridgerton? I can't quite remember.
We went to London.
Did he? So we do that show, and it was fine, whatever. And then he proceeds. He was drinking during the show. Geno didn't come to this one. I took a lift there. And then he said he was going to drive me home, which I would have been fine with, but he was so fucking wasted. After the show, I mean, I watched him just guzzle beer after beer. And we were sitting there with some of his fans, and they were buying him rounds and stuff. Then I'm going, "Are you okay to drive, John? Like, are you all right?" He looked at me like I was a fucking asshole for even suggesting that. And he's like,
"Yes,
what the fuck do you mean? I'm fine. Let's go." So then he And also, I'm out of the way. He
Like,
wasn't
I'm
staying in
Geno's wife. If
Manhattan.
I think you're too drunk to drive, then something's really, really wrong.
I'm married to Geno. I know drunk when I see it, sir. But he goes, so then he goes, like, he looks at me like I'm insane for even suggesting that he's too drunk to drive. He puts a beer in his coat pocket, an open beer, and goes, "Let's go." I'm like, all right. I felt like I was in a bottle. Right. I'm like, okay. Now, how do I get out of this? I talked to a couple of people. I talked to I'm walking him to the car. I'm going, I don't think you should drive, man.
He's about to drink while driving and while drunk.
And I am an hour out of the way. He wasn't staying in Manhattan. I kept going like, man, are you all right to drive? I'm out of the way.
Is he on Long Island?
He was staying in Long Island, I think.
Okay.
And I kept telling him, I'm like, I'm out of the way. And I don't know, maybe should you even drive? And then he opens the door of the car. He goes, "No, I'm fine. Come on, keep me company." I went, I'm not. I can't do this, man. Don't make me say you're fucking wasted. Shut up. Like I said, I did every tactic I could think of. Like maybe you shouldn't drive even.
Maybe you should find a Motel 8.
Right. He should just sleep in his fucking car. I don't know. But so I was really fucking fed up with that. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, all that transpired around that, he doesn't, if I had called him and said, you made me really uncomfortable in these situations, the man is a narcissist. He cannot take any criticism. It's somehow my fault. It'll be like, I didn't make you uncomfortable. So when I talked about it on my show and he says, she throws me under the bus. How about this, bitch? Don't do
holding you
anything that I
accountable.
can throw you under the bus for around me. Like we could have ended up under a bus the way you wanted to drive me home. Who knows if I had gotten in the car, what are you going to make a fucking pass?
You
at
were
me?
the bus, John. You were hammered trying to drive me home.
Right. But no accountability whatsoever. No accountability at all. So then Geno, after that, pops on his show. Anthony calls. They're all fighting, right? Like a couple of days after this. And I looked at him and I said, John, you made me uncomfortable. He goes, oh, please, Mr. Liberal Progressive, John Melendez.
Mr. Feelings, right?
He's like,
yeah,
oh, come
Mr.
on.
Trans kid.
And I forgot about this part after the gig where I had to, take a lift home because he was too wasted to drive. He's like, when you getting home? Come on my show. Come on my show. The last text he sent me was, come on, sexy. Okay. In what world is that appropriate? All right. Mm-mm. You cannot be. I'm a married woman. You're a slob. Okay. You're a fucking insufferable pig. In what world is that appropriate? All right. So then I told him,
he felt like he was losing you. So he had to add in that you were sexy.
Sexy. Come on, sexy. Like,
come on down. Wait, wrong one. Wait. Oh no, that's not it.
I love it. We love the sound drops.
No.
Should I get on my megaphone?
No, I don't think I had the sound effect I wanted. I wanted the Price is Right. Come on down.
Come on down. Come on down. Right. But the problem is then he's like, you throw me under the bus. I said, you made me feel uncomfortable, man. And he goes, oh, come on. I said, in what world is it appropriate to say, come on, sexy? He said, one time I said that. I'm like, still, instead of going, you know what, Keanu? I could see why shutting you in the green room and giving you a talking to, getting drunk and trying to drive you home and saying, come on, sexy. I could see why that made you uncomfortable. But no, instead he goes, I make you uncomfortable and Anthony doesn't. I said, no,
okay.
Anthony never in his life has ever made me uncomfortable whatsoever. You fucking insufferable loser. Absolutely not. So of course now I'm no longer pretty. I'm no longer funny. I'm damaged because I had an OnlyFans. Mr. Progressive, liberal, John. Oh my God. Now it's like I was raised wrong and all this
Wow,
stuff.
so he doesn't sound. Yeah, it
It's
doesn't seem
because
like
you will a
he's
whore.
progressive at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like
Right.
he's
A whore.
he's learned nothing from his trans son.
Right. And I'm like, you know, I mean, it's very it's very, very kind of misogynist-y to, you know, then slut shame me all of a sudden and say, you know,
Awkward.
I called
Shaming
you
you
sexy once.
for
Yeah.
wanting to get home without dying. Like for
Exactly.
I'm so high maintenance for
How
requiring
dare
you to not be drunk.
value your life?
I was in like a teen rom-com. I'm like, I listened in Dare. I cannot get in the car with this man. Thank God I
Dare.
didn't. Like,
Ay. Oh my god. So
so
wow.
that's he'll never forgive me, and that's fine. Yeah. Good
It
riddance.
seems
All
like
right?
it
Yeah.
didn't take much.
Don't act like an idiot pig around me, and don't make me tiptoe around you. And like, I'm not if I'm your best friend, they're like, and you barely know me, you're putting me in this funny position. Like, I'm sorry your family doesn't talk to you. There's probably a reason for that. Buddy. Like,
Sally, what do you think of all this? It seems a little. I feel bad if it's like insider comedy baseball, but
I hope it wasn't too long. That was the long.
No, it was
No, I enjoy listening to it. I enjoy listening to it.
I'll be right back, guys.
She's got to go.
I have
eat
a
something.
baby bouncing on my bladder. It's just gonna.
I love it.
I love pregnant people.
She's like, I have to go. I have to go
Tend
eat
to
an entire cheeseburger. And she's just like leaving to eat something. No,
she's gonna give birth right now. She's like,
yes, and she would come back literally with a baby, like
I know, and she looks
umbilical
fabulous.
attached.
Yes.
I really respect people who like are just so chill at giving birth.
All right,
No,
I gotta go put the dog outside. Hold on, sorry. Be right back. 3 seconds.
Okay,
Oh, you're fine.
Sally also has a baby in her bladder. Wow.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, Sally, she has like what? At least she has a couple kids. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 or 2, but she had him, I guess, on the younger side. So she promotes that.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Kiki, how was the wedding?
Beautiful. So sweet. Oh, and the night before I left, we were talking about the cardinal last time I was on here, right? While there was like you told me the significance of like cardinals.
Oh
'cause we were
yes,
watching-
it means
yeah.
like a dead loved one is looking out for you.
So right when they're saying their like vows, it was so beautiful. Like even Rocco, they're Jewish. Or his husband's family is. Rocco even smashed the glass. Like they were doing their little
I saw that. It
vows.
was a little video you posted.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And then there was a cardinal in the tree. And it was like, it was right while they were doing their vows. I have a cute video of it. I was like, they were like, that was Nana. I'm like, are you sure?
So other people
Yes.
saw it too.
Yes. They're like, Keanu. I was like, look, it's a cardinal. I just couldn't believe it because I never knew that before. But we were talking about it on your show. So it was beautiful. It was
Wow.
sassy and chic. And
Did you
very
cry?
fun. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, you couldn't not.
I love
yeah, it
crying at
was-
weddings. Ugh. Feels
And
so
Geno
good.
is just, I mean, he knows how to work a room. He's just a part of everyone's family. Like my brother and his husband are just like, do you know how much like even my brother's husband family loves him? I never have to worry about him. He just like goes from corner to corner of the room, just charming people.
Good schmoozer. Yeah.
Yes. He's great. So we had a ball. My God. And we did the drinking bros, actually.
Oh, how
the
was
dance
that?
with them. So fun. Lovely. Got to see Candace.
Wow. Worlds colliding.
I know.
That's so neat.
I love weddings. Aw.
And you had 2 different dresses. You had like a wardrobe change.
I did. Everybody was wardrobe changing. So I was like, I'll do it too.
You had like a
And I liked
crimson and a teal. Were they the same dress, just different colors?
They were both a little bit different, and then I couldn't decide. So I was like, fuck it. If everybody else is changing, they're like, do a wardrobe change. I was like, okay, well. So, and I liked those. I was watching a lot of Mad Men when I was picking out the dresses. So I'm like, let me do like a 50s,
Ooh.
60s, like T-length dress. So I never went that way
Oh.
before, but
I love that. Oh. Kiki, are you following the Oscars? Do you care about any of that?
I have it on right now. I have my eye on it. And I'll tell you what I know so far. First of all, it's the third time in the Oscars ever that there was a tie. I never heard of that.
A tie?
A tie. What was
Correct.
it? It was an award no one cares about. For something like
who's dying?
Kim's dying.
I'm dying.
Shut up, Gene. Oh,
When
it
you're
was-
pregnant, you forget how to drink water.
It was a tie for a meaningless award
I'm
no one cares
gonna
about.
mute myself for just a second so you don't have to listen to me hack up.
I'm
my
just
lungs.
imagining she's pouring water like everywhere but her mouth. Like, I don't know how to drink water.
No, it's going in my mouth. It just won't go down.
That's what he said.
Wow.
That's
That
what
sounds
she
bad.
said.
I was gonna say I see the comedians in the room trying to bite their tongues.
That's how she's got pregnant, everybody. An attitude like that. Oh my goodness. Well, I see Scarlett's in the chat. Hi, Scarlett.
What's up, Scar?
We were, I wasn't, I don't know. I wasn't really planning on talking about the latest in the Dabbleverse, but I don't know. It just seems like,
do
well,
whatever you want. Don't, you can talk about whatever you would like. Don't let people, if you want to talk
don't
about
let
it, talk
people
about
bully
it.
you.
Yeah, don't let people dictate what you talk about on your show. If you want to talk about
Thank
it, you
you,
think it'll be
Kiki.
interesting, you talk about it. Yeah.
Zato here, send Scarlett the link. I don't know. I mean, and then K-Max here. Thank you for the super chat, K-Max. Chrissy, was there a falling out with Scarlett? I saw her tweet something weird about being on SimpCast before and then feeling used all in her head, or what is she going on about? Thank you, K-Max. I think I know what tweet this is about, just so people aren't like, what is this about? Because I saw this tweet from her and I was like, this actually makes no sense. So I just didn't address it because a lot of it made no sense.
Scarlett, make no sense. Wait, what do you
this
mean?
was when I had on Larry and Matt, her ex. I had them on. I don't even think we talked about Scarlett. If it did, it came up in a passing sense. He's already got another girlfriend. And she's
Right.
already got another boyfriend. Both have moved on. And so
Mhm.
she quote tweets, I am not the only adult actress who to have the opportunity to participate in either the Wet Spot or SimpCast. I'm in great dismay to say how disappointed I am after being an active participant on SimpCast for a year, attending the Content Hotel, was happy and only thanked you for the opportunity to have a voice, never wanted anything else, yet you still salt the wounds and shame the industry that has only loyally and selflessly supported your career at our expense for years. A shame. Okay, there's
If
a lot to
anyone
unpack
has-
here.
Sorry. If anyone has supported that industry, it's you. Are you kidding me? Would shame the industry.
For people who don't know,
so?
I had a show on Compound Media called The Wet Spot, which I kind of was inspired by old school Howard Stern. I would have on comedians, I would have on adult film stars. It was fun. It was an in-studio show. Sometimes we would have serious conversations, and sometimes we would have somebody come in and like eat someone's butthole, or someone would play ring toss out of their butt. You know what I mean? Just fun, wholesome activities like that. Literally
For
wholesome.
a Monday, yes, as you
it was a
do.
Monday.
Right.
And like now, I'm a mom. I wouldn't do the same show now, and the studio I currently have wouldn't support that. The Wet Spot was a magic. It was that show at that time in that studio, and it was special for that moment. And I interviewed a lot of adult film stars because I felt like comedians, they're very misunderstood.
Yeah.
They get pigeonholed. People don't treat them like people. A lot of people think they're just things, and a lot of
Right.
times, similarly to comedians, like, oh, if you do it once, you can't ever get another regular job. So I just felt, like a kindred spirit, I guess, in a sense. But after interviewing a lot of them now at this point, years later, I would say I mostly feel bad for a lot of them because there is a lot of abuse. There is a lot of just tough situations.
But you never not once slut shamed anyone. You never not once, yeah, you just were there to, give them like whatever people that are different, a little bit different from you, a platform. And like often, I mean, on Wet Spot, it would be like a kooky Howard Stern-esque sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it would be
What's
funny
the problem?
because because they would be in town, they would be in New York for, hey, I'm appearing at this convention or this event, or they'd be in town like doing other gigs, and I'd be like, oh yeah, come do Wet Spot to help promote yourself. And then the booth boys were always funny because they would show their support by showing their work, like kind of out of nowhere sometimes. And that's what was great about Compound Media, is like you could show their work and no one would lose their channel. And the guys were always fans, of course. You know how heterosexual men are.
You had a full like bleachers set of people that would come and watch every time. Yeah.
And then these bleacher creatures would accumulate. They would just a combination of finding out where we were, just being huge fans of the girls, and also like people like Drunk Jimmy, who would sort of live at Sullivan's across the street, and we've sort of adopted him into the family, into the Compound family. And I miss that. I miss everything about that place.
It was special. Yeah.
And that's where we found Scarlett, is like she came on Wet Spot, and then Compound Media was drastically and violently came to a close. And so I started SimpCast, and she came and had her on SimpCast. And so, that's what I'm not sure about. Like, this last part makes no sense. Salt the wounds and shame the industry. I've never once shamed an industry. I don't know if that makes sense. And what wounds? Like, I'm just not sure what the hell any of this means.
You mean Scarlett said something that doesn't make sense?
I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, she doesn't even know either. What does that mean? Salt what wounds?
Supported my career at
the industry
at our expense. What does that mean? Like, like anybody who came out to the Wet Spot, I would pay for their parking. I would like whatever they needed. Buy food and drinks after if they hung out. So I guess I'm not really sure. And like the reason I stopped having Scarlett on is because we had a hard time staying on topic. And as much as like fun as she was to have on, it's hard when you're trying to have a show where you focus on topics. Everybody maybe watches the same video or reads the same article so that we can all be in the same conversation.
She's never in the same conversation with anyone in the room.
It just
I hate to be, but she's on Mars. A show. Wait, that's like so right. It's very difficult. She's not a bad person or anything.
No.
But yeah, it just didn't fit after a while. But I think that she doesn't. I don't understand why she doesn't understand why. But
it's just ends up not being fair to everyone else on the show who wants to talk about a certain subject. If it's like you just got to be able to focus and have a conversation. I'm not asking for a lot here. Anyway, I wish Scarlett all the best. I really do. I have no ill will towards her at all.
Neither do I. I don't think she knows what her problem is with me, but she tweets about me too, and like wonders why I just can't. I don't want to have you on the show, and like fucking I don't think I think she just needs to get herself in order a little bit, and I don't want to watch her make a fool of herself on people's streams anymore. I'm genuine when I say that, like, because I've watched it over and over and over again now. What's been going on, it's still not good, and she doesn't seem well. And I say that I'm not like concerned trolling. I'm just like, it can't be fucking good. So that's all I mean. Yeah.
Dabbleverse. I don't know if this is you, Bob, but send Scarlett the link. I believe she is misunderstood by many. Yes, and it's hard to make clear your thoughts and intentions when you're perhaps not in a clear-minded place.
Right,
know.
but we're people
This is
too,
the
and
most
I don't like to
diplomatic. I'm
be.
just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I'm really trying to be kind, because there's
Right.
no point.
But we all have tried to be kind, but I don't like to be fucking lied about either.
Yeah.
I don't like just because you're, whatever. That's fine. We've done our best to be kind, and we're still being fucking kind. But you wonder where, ease back on the go live button and the tweeting, and just kind of figure it out a little bit, because what's going on can't be good. So,
and I would say, like, yeah, it's hard when you want to make your public figure, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to make my living streaming now. There's probably a sense that's like I have to always be live, but like
you should not
always
button. You don't hit the go live button when you're, I don't know, when you have Ethan Ralph fly to town and you guys are fighting, and don't hit the go live button. Leave the situation. What's that about? Like, how both of them need to stay the fuck away from each other, obviously. Like, I don't think either of them is like needs to be in a relationship at all, especially not those two together. But like, you're, tweeting, and then it's the same thing. It's the next morning, it's like slate wiped clean, like emotional fucking whiplash for your followers. And it's nothing but just whatever it is. It doesn't
hard
look
to
good.
be, and like Scarlett is so sweet, and she has this effect on people where it's like she can be saved. She just needs the right friend or the right man or the right whatever, and then people feel that emotional tug, and then they try to be a friend or they try to be a boyfriend, and it's just you can't be like 90-10 with somebody. You can't be 80-20 with someone. It's got to be.
Can I be the neutral person that's kind of seen both sides of this? It's more of a reciprocal relationship. You have to give and equal take. And when you see someone out there and their potential, their heart, and you love them and you care about them, and you see them self-destructing on camera in public, and I love Scarlett. I've met her. I've talked with her. I think she's adorable. But when you see someone self-devolving on camera, the first thing you want to do is take them off camera. For one, to protect themselves, to protect their image, to protect your followers, to protect your listeners. And it's not out of malice. It's not out of hate. It's out of love. Because let's use me, for example. If I was getting wasted on a stream, I've done that before. I've done kickback streams. I would love for the person just kick me down. Just kick me down for a little bit, I'm not going to have my feelings hurt because, I would rather that someone protect me, protect my image, and don't let me get out of control. And so I know that you've helped Scarlett a lot. I know that she looks up to you because I know her heart, and I feel like you respect her and you love her like you would a daughter, and you want the best for her. But sometimes there comes a point, and this is just me making assumptions, looking at both sides of this. I don't know any of this drama that's going on currently, so I'm just taking an elevator view back. Is that you look at her like that, and sometimes as a parent, you look at them as a daughter, giving them tough love and kind of like saying, I love you, but right now I have to distance yourself to protect me. I have a family. I have a kid now. I've got to protect this thing here. And that's just how I'm seeing it right now, being objective without throwing any shade either direction, because I know her heart. I know she's had struggles but she also, I think, I don't know how to help. I don't know how to help her. I've reached out to her to try to talk to her because I'm someone who knows how to help with these things, but not in public, in private. So you have my phone number still. You can always reach out to me. You even have my, whatever that Signal. Yeah. You can reach out to me on Signal as well. So, and I'm happy to talk to you.
Sally, that's exactly what I always say. You have my number. Call me anytime. I will always pick up. I'm not going to sit on a live stream with you, and you only want to talk to me if it's on a live stream. And I don't want to watch you make a fool of yourself. And I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And she's not she's a good person, but I think she's spiraling out, and I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to watch it, but she knows full well she could always fucking call me. She could always text me. And I've said that from
She's
the fucking
now accusing Sally of trying to extort her by offering her help.
of course. Yeah.
So
I don't want anything from anybody. I want nothing.
Well,
from
that's
her.
what she's saying. She's saying you're trying to extort her
Well,
to
there's
release
saying-
names of people. She doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Like,
No,
if there's a
she's
reason
saying
she doesn't make sense.
No. She's making complete sense, and she doesn't need to give me names of people. But I know exactly what she's talking about. She's not wrong. But I'm not trying to extort her, and I don't need her to give me names. I was just genuinely trying to be there for her. That's all. And I stayed back screen for over an hour talking to her. She doesn't need to talk to me. It's okay. There's a trust.
Get a word in
and it's
edgewise.
like, and it's like you can't win because you have I would have her on, and then people, and same thing with Keanu, give us both shit like we're using her for views. The only reason why we have her on is we're using her for views.
Right.
And it's like, wow. And it's like, if that's what I'm getting from people, I don't need that. Like
Eventually,
there was the other issue before, like not being able to follow a topic, but like I don't need people thinking I'm using somebody
or
for
exploiting
views.
her or something,
Yeah.
and then eventually
I really just need to. I need to say this real quick because this is directly at Scarlett. Scarlett, I genuinely was trying to get you in contact with people that could help you. I didn't need names. I didn't need anybody, but I know people that know how to help people in your situation. That's all I ever wanted to be, and I would have removed myself from it and been there for you. And if you misunderstood that because you were drinking that night, I am sorry that you did, because that wasn't my intent. And I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to talk no further about it, because the fact that you think that I wanted something from you other than wanting to genuinely help you, because I deal with that industry, I volunteer in that industry, and I know people who save people in that industry. So that's all I'm going to say to you, and I'll leave it there.
Right. It's sad, but that's how you have to leave it. It's like,
and another thing that makes it hard for me, like I've been friends with Matt Mead for 8 years or something, since 2018, I think, ever since I started with Compound. Known him a very long time.
I pressure Chrissy to talk about her father. Okay, I'm done. Like, she needs to go from this chat because this is getting annoying.
He's like talking about your dad.
I've never black pilled you to talk about your dad ever. Not
no,
once.
I always bring him up on my own volition, and it always kills the vibe. So I've learned to do that less. But anyway, Matt Mead's been my friend, a genuine, actual friend for many years. Has been to my wedding, like an actual friend. And what made it hard for me to like, I had to sort of cut off at one point because I'm like, okay, my actual friend of many years is someone is trying to get them arrested, and it's like it just seemed like this person that I have genuinely known for years, it's like they're being made out to be something I don't think they are. And again, I'm like, I'm not trying to get in the middle of somebody's relationship. Like, you never really know. No one can be on the inside of your relationship with you. So I just was like, all right. And I even told her at one point, like, do not live stream your relationships. Like, do not try really, if you really want a relationship, if that's what you really want, a ride or die, a partner in this life, don't live stream them. Don't like record a conversation. Don't live stream a conversation, secret or not secret. It's just respect that person enough to build something. And then once you're established, right, then you could be like, okay, we're going to start this show together or whatever. But I just don't think that, but you know what, maybe not everybody wants a relationship. Maybe some people just, it's fun and it's entertainment. And but that was hard for me because I was like, I'm seeing my very good friend get hurt here. And
me and Geno felt the same too. It's like, okay, what are we supposed to do here? I mean, Geno says it in more of a harsh way than me. Like, get the fuck away from her, but we were nothing but nice. I say it all the time, but we were nothing but nice to her too. But it's hard to watch her spiral out of fucking control. And it's even worse dragging him down with you. I don't know, but
People are saying like send me the link.
pray
I don't
about
even know like what I would want or need to hear at this point. Like I don't know. I'm not interested in hearing about Ethan Ralph. Like he's someone I used to be friendly with, and he totally lashed out on me for a ridiculous reason. Because I think I said something like Ethan and I bonded because both our moms had died. I think both of cancer, and I think I said something like joking around about it. Like, why would I joke around about a dead mom when my mom is also dead? And then he just spiraled on that and like just I don't know. I'm sure you can find the clip online somewhere, but like totally lashed out for a nonsensical reason. I'm like, oh, okay, he wants to lash out. He wants to make an enemy of me for some reason. I was like, okay, this isn't a serious person. This isn't somebody I can like really be friends with.
I don't really know him, but he's been friendly to me. But he also seems very troubled, clearly, with everything that is.
And then it made me sad too, because I'm like, oh, I thought she and Matt were like really in love, and that was like a real. And then I'm like, oh, clearly you're not. If you're with now Ethan 5 minutes later, I just
right.
I don't know.
And then it's the same thing over again. It's like she flies him out there, which him too. Are you serious? You're gonna let her fly you to Chicago? Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I hope he pays. I hope he pays her back for anything.
He
that
should. Yeah,
he's
right.
spent out.
And then of course he ends up in fucking jail. Go home. Go back. Who leaves? Go back to Mexico. Stop. This is fucking ridiculous. It's toxic.
Yeah, I just and then at one point I was like, oh my God, is Ethan being a predator towards her? But then I'm like, no, wait, I think she's a grown, consenting adult who wakes up every day choosing everything that's happening.
Chaos? Yeah. Right. It's sad.
I think everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone is willingly a part of it. So you
even
can't
got immersed in
just
here.
like I have other people in my life who, if they came and said to me, hey, I need your help, I need to get out of this, I would drop everything and do it. But like until that happens, you can't make somebody a project or a part-time job when you have your own life, baby, husband,
You can't
career
help
to
people
do.
who don't genuinely want your help. There is emotional vampires. There's people who love to take and take and take and not give back. There has to come a point where it's reciprocal, and you have to want it, because I know that people care. I know people care because I've come here, I've been accepted, and I have nothing but love for the people that I come on here and talk to. I form friendships. So I am just saying, you have to actually want people who are good in your life.
Yeah. And I think like when you're going through it, the answer is not like more streaming. The answer is probably less. And like
it's also just a rule of thumb. If you shouldn't probably just start streaming if the other person in the room doesn't know that you're streaming. That probably is not a cool thing to do. But I don't know.
That seems like a decent long and short of it. Bob Van Patrice, thank you for the super chat. Always believe Matt Mead. He is a real dude, not looking for clicks and popularity. No, he's just actually a real sweetheart. And like, I mean, I don't watch all of his online content, but he's a sweet man. Helgi, thanks for the super chat. Have Scarlett on. I thought about it, but I'm just like, what would I get out of that? What would anyone get out of that? Like, it's hard to like.
If she was here for clicks and views, she would bring Scarlett on right now, because that would be what it's for, and that is not the intent.
Right, you'd have a million other people sitting here watching it.
Exactly, and then people go, "Oh, you're having her on for clicks."
Right,
but people, I only bring it up now because people have been asking, and the Ethan Ralph thing was concerning. But like, that's what made me realize, oh, this is all like everyone's a willing participant. Everyone knows what they're doing here. I can't feel bad anymore, because like once you know what I mean? Like if you do the same thing over and over again, then you're good.
I think we both felt like terrible for a long time. Or honestly, like it was the emotion. not even our relationship. The emotional whiplash of that was like fucking terrible. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, at what else are we supposed to do? And I don't like it. I don't want to sit and watch her make a fucking fool of herself on live streams. That is sad to me. And she needs some fucking help, I think. But what do I know?
You know a lot, Kiki. Doug Chunks, thank you for gifting 10 Chrissie Mayr memberships. I wonder who those went to. Kim, do you care? Am I boring you?
No, this is one of those situations where like the only thing I know about it is like my husband follows a lot of these like YouTube drama streamers or whatever. So like, and I've interacted with Ethan Ralph in the past. I actually don't think I think he was like, this was during his like particularly drunk phase, but like there was a whole stream. I used to do 12-hour live streams. Right. I used to do 12-hour live streams once a month. And I had Baked Alaska on, and then I had like in the next panel I had his ex-girlfriend on, Ashton.
Oh, Ashton, yeah.
And he like Baked like had a whole flip out about this and like called me a shitty friend, blah blah blah, whatever the hell. And he went on Killstream, and him and Ethan Ralph and one other person called me a fat cunt for like 3 hours. And then
and you were like, I'm always
I was like,
pregnant.
okay,
Give me a
whatever.
break.
Like, you've never heard of me before, and like you never will again. But flash forward a few years, we had a mutual on Twitter. And I won't say her because she's relatively private, but she's, you know, not, I don't know if they're like buddies or if like they just like get along on the internet or whatever. But like there was a comment thread, and like she said something nice about me, and then he was in the thread, so he started following me, and I was like, well, that's kind of funny, but oh well, or whatever, you know, like I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if he's not going to be a piece of shit anymore. And quite frankly, we haven't interacted beyond that. But and then I think about the Scarlett of it all, and it's like you guys are saying, I've genuinely just like felt bad. Like, I think there are people, like, when I talk about, like, not liking whores and not liking prostitutes or whatever, there are genuinely people who are, like, I'm talking about, like, Ghislaine Maxwell types, who are, like, predatory, who are bringing girls in unknowing, like, the people who hire, who, like, rent Airbnbs, and they're like, look at my multi-million-dollar house, like, you could have what I have, and they, like, put up booths at colleges. Those are the ones who really, like, you get the millstone, you should be fucking executed publicly. But like, I look at a girl like Scarlett and I'm like, something fucking happened. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm not here to like, I'm not here to dunk on you further. So all I know is about, like I said, this one gossip thing I watched yesterday because like, holy messy. And there was a lot of, like you said, the live streams and the other stuff, and I was just like, ugh. And then, like I said, I don't need to say this, but I texted Chrissy, and I was like, listen, like, I don't know if this is legit, this is gossip, I don't need to talk about it publicly, I don't have a desire to talk about it publicly, but if she's about to get trafficked in Colombia, like, maybe a friend of hers should say something about it. And I didn't know anything about anything else that had happened between people or whatever. But like, I was like, a little part of me was like, oh my God, like, you know, this isn't like internet drama anymore. Like, are you really about to try to like sell yourself to sex slavery?
Not be on the internet. Yeah.
So again, I don't know anything about anything, and I'm not, I mean, like, I can talk about it, but this is actually one of those rare times where even I know I should probably just shut the fuck up.
I know. And like yeah. I just feel like if something is actually wrong, then you would stop streaming and you would get help if that's what you need. If something is wrong, if you want to get out of a situation or start a new life, right?
That's assuming that you're competent enough to make that decision, and that's the worst I'm gonna say. But
if like you continue to stream like fights, who again, and that's the thing is there's certain people like other podcasters that, oh man, they feast on that. They love a fight. They love to make a clip about a fight, start rumors. Someone's getting abused, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, none of those people are trying to help you. And I don't know, do those people get shit? Who knows? But like,
and
that's the thing is like, it's hard to think someone actually wants to get help when it's like they continue to stream fights, continue to stream, to seem to be in the same place. Like,
my thing with that is if people are constantly in chaos, you have to look at the most common denominator, and that's typically that person. So, like I said,
Ralph is a fucktard too. He shouldn't. Just flying there and going there is absolutely fucking insane, I think. But I don't know. And
no, I listen. I don't. Again, I had that very brief personal interaction with him about.
I have had only brief
random
interaction, but
so
he was always nice to me. But again,
he's clearly spiraling. I mean, you don't wind up with a very public mugshot like that if life's good. You know what I mean? So, like, do I feel the need to pile on? It's like the fucking Elijah Schaefer thing. Like, do I really need to go online and talk about why that's bad, or like him be like, I don't know what his situation was. I don't know how his wife was. Like, she's not a public figure. I don't know anything about anything. All I know is that the people on Twitter want to be loud about it. So, like, do I need to judge this person for being fucking human when I don't know anything about the situation other than like the cliff
I'm
notes?
not judging either of them. I think they both need help, honestly, because clearly something is wrong. And I think we all probably can surmise what that is. So,
well, that's the downside to having any kind of public life, really, because like there will be people who feel like they're entitled to all the information in your life. And sometimes that's not so pleasant. Like, sometimes it's not really a nice thing to have.
He's back on the go live button. You know, take care of yourself. You know, I think that might be people. It's not good. And if you refuse, then I don't know where you expect this to end up.
And like,
you
what would be a good start? I don't know. And I've never been in a position like that. I imagine a good start would be like, you know, pause on going live and maybe go to I don't know, get a therapist or go to a facility, or like, I don't know. I would like make that my full, give that my full attention, because I don't think it's possible. I can only compare it to like an AA or something, right? They say don't start new relationships. Don't like while you're going through the program, like you got to finish the program, really commit to that. And then like,
I
don't know. Again, yeah, I would say Jesus is a good place to start. Hello, Erica in the chat. But I don't know. Sorry, Scarlett. Should we have never brought it up? I don't know. People were asking, and
you're allowed to bring up whatever the fuck you want on your show. It has to do with you because look, you know, it does. So you don't let people bully you into not talking about something that you want to talk about. I'm fucking sick of tiptoeing around people that don't seem to give a shit what they fucking talk about. No one thinks fucking twice.
Right.
That's what Keanu want to talk about it.
Shit.
It's like, hey, can't I have a Nazi on my stream without someone calling me?
Shit that Keanu Thompson gets just on a daily basis for existing. And
The best part is though, you bring up situations when someone knows what you're talking about, though you don't realize they know you're talking about. And then you want to accuse them of being your savior when all they were doing was listening to you. So don't bring me into your drama, because all I was there for you. So if you want to attack me, go nuts. But I'm not listening to it anymore. So I'm just putting that out there. But I know from that night that she was on your stream talking about certain things because of what I do, that I'm not okay with it. So you want to protect people. I understand. But that's where I have an issue, because you're just like Ghislaine Maxwell when you do that. Sorry, not sorry.
No, and yeah, Sally, I remember that night. You were like, and everyone who was still on was genuinely concerned and listening intently and everyone was giving a lot of time and it was a long conversation. I think I had to go deal with the baby, and there were still people like in the room chatting. So
you can release whatever session you want. Right? There's nothing that I said that I wouldn't say publicly. So you can release whatever session you're talking about.
Too, is like, you're not going to make and keep friends by posting texts, posting conversations, recording and posting. Like, on what planet is that going to gain anybody's trust?
Who are you, Milo?
I have been known to read a text or two, but when people lie about me, I have to put you in your place. It's the only time. I don't just willy-nilly post people's texts. I've never posted them, but if I understand where there's a need for that, but just willy-nilly fucking, and then next day it's like, no, he didn't throw my laptop against the wall. I didn't lose all my grandma's, voicemails. We're fine. We're at a Culver's.
You can't do something like that. Yeah, you sound the alarm. You get so many people concerned. And then it's this pattern of like sounding the alarm, taking
That
it
is
down.
emotionally manipulative.
You're fucked up, and then people aren't fucked up with you. Next day, you're like, "What? What do you mean? What?"
It's like I just
scared everyone.
Your emotional bandwidth gets burnt out because you're like, if everything's a false alarm, like I don't know what's what, and
you get the boy who cried wolf situation.
Yeah. I'm like, I already have a toddler who's trying to bite my nipples off every chance he gets.
Oh, no.
Don't talk about Frank like that.
How dare you?
He's like, when's it going to be my turn? Wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up. Viking, thank you for the super chat. Someone hooked Scarlett up with Nick Ricada. I think they're already friends. I think they've already.
And why? For what?
Nice guy Mersh for 2. Nice life, Scarlett LMAO. I don't know if that's actual Mersh, another Mersh.
That's him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what that means, but thank you for the super chat.
All right.
Late night with Adonis Paul. Thank you for the super chat. The broken ex prune failure slummed it up with the internet's worst person and went on an embarrassing drug binge and now wants human dignity. First of all, everyone deserves dignity. Everyone deserves Christ's forgiveness, love. Literally, you are never too bad, too low, in too bad of a spot to start all over again and like, you know what I mean? Confess. You're never. Jesus loves everyone equally, no matter what you've done or not done. So everyone deserves dignity. It's hard to, again, like what we've all said, help someone who is not helping themselves.
If you guys are into scriptures at all, I found this amazing YouTube channel that I've like listened to all day long. Like I was enthralled. I'll send it to you guys. I can't remember what it's called, but I literally, since the time I woke up, I was hardly even on the internet and just listened to this channel all day, and it was amazing. I feel like really calm. Let me look. I'll see. It's on my phone.
I'm not particularly religious, but
you don't have to be.
You're a godmother. You have to be.
I am a godmother, but I'm not particularly religious. But I was about to say stuff like that would does relax me. Like if I'll say in Our Father if I'm like, God damn it, I'm late for something. You know what I mean? So that I agree with that stuff does relax me.
Way. I think that's what turns a lot of people off from the church is this feeling like I have to be a religious version of myself that is somehow corny or different or insincere or like different than who I really am. And I think that's and then people are afraid of being judged. People are afraid of there's a lot that like pushes people away. But I think Jesus doesn't care about all that. He accepts you as you are, whoever you are.
If you're a repentant person, but yes.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say I'm not particularly religious, and I love being a godmother. I didn't mean it like that. I like pick and choose. I kind of pick and choose like stuff that there's some things like, yes, like, it's just
like
not
an
my
a la
thing.
carte
Like,
menu.
I follow the Bible exactly how it is written, and that is that. But I just I believe in a higher power, and I think that please send that to us because things like that do. What did my nana always say? There are no atheists in a foxhole. Or something.
It's called Echoes of
when I'm really stressed, I pray. And like you wouldn't think that of me because I'm the devil on the internet apparently. But like that's people think I'm like this like monster or something that I'm not like amoral and I don't believe in God. I definitely do, but. Please send that stuff to us.
It's called Echoes of the Bible. And so it's just Echoes of the Bible. And they don't have a huge following, but the storyline, there's images, but it's like you can even fall asleep to it and just it takes out pieces of the Bible, but it tells you a story. So it'll take you through Jacob's life. It'll take you through all these.
And that's what I loved about The Chosen. It was so easy to follow the stories and get into the lives of these people. And then I don't know, the Bible at all didn't seem so far away and intimidating. That's what that show did.
It's probably better than me falling asleep to Spencer Pratt's audiobook. So I will.
Yeah.
don't know,
Which I
I just found
literally
it.
have been doing. So
I woke up this morning. My guy's like, "What are you listening to Bible stories while you're sleeping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just."
It
He's
can't
like,
hurt.
"That's really good for you," Well, because there's
Wait,
so
is
much dark, and I'm just like, "That was just. I need some light for just a minute." So
Is that a different dog, Kim?
That would be.
Oh, you're like, send in the other dog.
my dog is snoring.
How can you get your dog to do that without a shock collar? I'm so curious.
Who says I don't have a shock collar?
Junior, kidding, super chat. I love Keanu's content hotel shirt. Oh, Junior, you have
I
one
love
too, I
it.
think. If anybody wants one, I'm looking to give them away.
I wear it
got
all the
some
time.
extras.
I'll trade you my Magoa shirts for your content house.
I'll send you one. Kim, I'll send you one as a pregnancy
Send me
gift.
one, and I'll take a picture and post it.
Okay, done. What's up, Sam? Power went out and my phone signal sucks, so I went to the gym to watch SimpCast. Oh my god, Sam! Wow, king of the chat right there. Wow. Went to the gym to watch SimpCast.
Gift that man a membership.
I'm wearing my content hotel shirt, just like Kiki. Wow, Sam.
Hell yeah.
Everyone be like Sam. And be like Aldo too. Thank you, Aldo, for the super chat. This is a leering opportunity to just clear stuff up from day one. Also, I was the Aldo who super chatted on Anna's. There's not really that many Aldos in the world. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been you, Aldo, but I didn't want to assume. Just like how I assumed you were gay, and I was wrong.
Well, look at this picture. I'm just kidding.
It's a headshot. Doug Chunks. Thank you for the super chat. Meanwhile, on a totally unrelated topic, I've been waiting forever for a Chrissie Mayr Frosk update. Frosk has been in hiding all this time. 2 years. I don't know what she's doing. I still have my wig though. Viking, thank you for the super chat. Sally, who were you trying to get Scarlett out to? Assuming all corn stars are trafficked and not consenting participants is a lot like Eliza Blue. All right,
her situation is genuine, right? So I'm not gonna talk about our private conversation in public. There was stuff that she said publicly, and when the stream was killed, me and her had a private conversation. I did not record it because I am not that person. It was private between me and her. It was private between me and her, and it will stay there. But no, she is a genuinely good-hearted person, and right now she's obviously hurting, so she's lashing out. And tomorrow she's going to wake up and be like, "What the fuck did I just say last night?" And it will hit. And guess what? She's still going to be loved, but there's consequences for things that you say. And so what she told me is in confidence, and I'm not going to out her. I was never trying to hurt her or put her in harm's way. And if telling me things would harm her or put her in harm's way, I don't want her to tell me because I don't want her harmed. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Aww. See, Sally, you're a good person. Bob, Pan, and Patrice, was that podcast that calmed you? Garrett and Steve? I agree. That's funny. They got rid of their crazy ass background.
They did. The studio is studioing. It looks great.
Wow.
All I see is a pregnant couch now, a baby delivery couch.
The baby couch. With the grumpy old dog. Yeah, I know.
No, Papa.
And that's the thing. People go, "Oh, it's taking for attention." Like, if you're in the chat, like, then you're also doing it for attention. You know what I mean? It's just hard to like.
Well, she was like hating on people watching, and it's like, girl, you're here. I don't understand. I don't know. I love those followers of mine. I have a few when like I'm live, they always pop in like, "This is lame." And I'm like, well, like, babe, you're here with us. Like, what's up? Like,
I know. I love people spending money to hate on you. That's like my favorite.
Isn't it great? Like,
whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever works.
There is no difference between a hater and a fan in that sense.
That's one way to treat people. Thank you. All right.
My thing is like I love to play stupid with people when they do that. They'll be like someone the other day was like, "Oh, like nobody cares. Do you want a cookie?" I'm like, I would love a cookie right now. That sounds awesome, and it just makes them so angry.
I made homemade ice cream last night, and it was so good.
I made cookies. They were delicious. They look like the perfect. They literally look like the most perfect chocolate chip cookies you've ever seen in your life. They're amazing.
Everyone needs to buy an ice cream maker, and you guys need to make this ice cream recipe because it's so good.
Oh my God.
I do have an ice cream maker.
It would always make me so nervous on that show, Chopped. I'm like, they're not going to attempt to do ice cream in 30 minutes, are they? Did anybody else watch Chopped?
Liquid nitrogen. We need the liquid nitrogen.
I need the liquid nitrogen, please. Please don't make goat cheese ice cream right now. They're going to do it. Please, no.
Goat cheese ice cream. Gross.
Oh, it's actually really. I made a goat cheese vanilla blueberry with a little lemon, and it was so good. It was like
goat cheese cheesecake is my favorite thing. I love.
Goat cheese cheesecake.
No, well, because it's one of those cheeses. It blends really well with whatever flavor base you're using. So if it's like a sweet base, it really like blends well with it. If it's a savory base, it blends well, but it adapts the flavor of whatever it's with. So if you cook it with a bunch of sugar and fruit, it's delicious.
Sugar, fruits. I love both of those things.
Like brie, like a creamy brie with like a nice.
Brie is a gateway.
What's the difference between me stoned and me pregnant? I don't know. I'm just like talking about food that I want to eat right now.
Oh my God. And then now people are sending me pictures of their cookies. Did you just make these, Erica?
Oh, those kind of cookies.
Oh, here I am just saying I would never show somebody's text, and here I am showing cookies. Oh my God.
It's just cookies.
Bad friend.
Meanwhile, people are sending me
cookie doxing
their texts. I'm like, okay. Oh, boy.
Did you guys see how much poison's in Girl Scout cookies?
Oh, yeah. All the glyphosate and other things.
Not tag-alongs. Please, to say it ain't so.
All of them.
I'm going to try to make my own tag-alongs.
Wait, here.
I started making my own Cheez-Its. Look at this.
Don't they look perfect?
No,
I can cook. I cannot bake. Man, that sucks.
Dude, I should send you my M&M chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's like there's no other one. It's no cookie can beat this. It's the one cookie to rule them all.
Yes, but do you use brown butter?
No, for reasons I think you know, Kim.
What's brown butter?
Oh, it's just when you cook, you just cook it a little extra long, so it gets a little like it burn. It doesn't like burn all the way, but it's like a little burnt, and it's got like a nutty sort of flavor. It makes everything. It makes cookies more delicious.
But you have to watch your wallet. That's the only thing about using it. You have to.
It means it's expensive.
To keep, the good save, Keanu. No, I mean like you have to make sure the brown butter doesn't steal your wallet. It's right to make that joke.
Oh, okay. I'm with it. Yep.
So stupid.
Have you guys ever done like that?
Wait, speaking of brown butter, did you guys watch the Gypsy Crusader fight? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you know that fucking, do you know that black dude who's like, I'm not a rapper, and he's like super hot fire? He's like, there's that meme of like all the black dudes falling over. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so this super hot got beef with Gypsy Crusader, and there was a few other people on the fight card, but nobody else watched it for anything other than the fight with Gypsy, because he also had like a foot on this guy and like 45 pounds, and he won by split decision. But anyway, it was a really good. It was like a really big build up and like a fight and everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loser for watching it.
Brown butter's
Not
dead.
at all.
Bounce. He'll be back. He just went out for some milk. Oh my God.
No, they always go for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Pack of cigarettes.
We watched that on Flashcast? Oh my God, we did! Oh my God, I'm losing It's where the white guy who's a white supremacist knocked the guy out.
Yeah, no, he didn't knock him out, but he won the fight. So there was three rounds.
I'm so distracted. Yeah, we literally watched
I can't believe no, Paul, we're literally naming our son Paul. He's a friend. Yeah. It was won by split decision.
That black guy showed up with a belly, like he had a full blown dad.
Oh my gosh, my favorite! They're doing a standoff the day before, and Gypsy's like holding it like this, and he's like flicking the fucking guy in the bitch tit and like patting his belly, like, you think you're the prime example of what a man is.
Great.
Oh my gosh, mwah,
Grace.
beautiful content. Wait, hold up. Actually, one of the war boy, I'm just gonna show it the getaway because it's right here. But one of the guys in my studio made a really funny meme because I think when you see the parody meme, you'll understand. You'll know who this guy is.
Yes, I don't really follow fighting because it makes me
I don't follow
nervous.
fighting at all. I follow Paul. And I was like, because we were also gonna have him fight one of our war boys.
Hold on,
Who's
let me do
that?
a big. Well, that's not it. Hold. Ha 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 ha. I don't know who that is, but I get it. I get the reference.
I'm
such a mom.
Don't get the Is that
Is that
a?
the guy
Hold
who?
on.
Is it a skit? What is that? What is that?
Oh my god, that's something my mom would say.
This is
that a skit?
that guy right there.
Yeah, everyone's seen. Yes, of course.
That guy right there is super hot fire. This is the like meme that like is everywhere. Everyone like knows everywhere. Like, you know, like
Are they?
oh.
They look like they're having fun. I don't know what's happening.
Well, so, like I said, Reno took that and he changed that to Paul's.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, and I see. Okay, I guess I was confused.
But yeah,
When the youth
the
have to
funny. Okay,
explain
so
the
I
meme
will.
to you.
We don't have to talk about this a lot since there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest. But the funniest part to me, two parts. One, Aiden Ross, the fucking Jew boy, who was like, "Oh, it was clearly the white supremacists. They, you know, Paul didn't win that fight. He didn't win that fight. The people who I want you to know that it wasn't my brand who decided the winners. It was the Florida commissioners." And he says this like 4 or 5 times because all of the people on his panel are like, "Fuck that. He didn't win." Blah blah blah. He got the more points. He won. But basically, like towards the end of this, you could see he could see the fucking shekels falling from his hand, and he's like, "Oh, if I get everyone in the stadium's hot, everyone in the stadium's pissed. If I keep promoting that these guys are the responsible party, they're never gonna judge another fight of mine ever again. They're never gonna come back. So I need to." So he started to be like, "You know what? I respect the decision of the Florida committee," and that was hilarious. But more so, like, this guy, like, he was just, like, chimping out about the loss. Like I said, he was like, "Oh, these guys, they were obviously white judges. They're obviously white judges." If you look at the scorecard, they all have Hispanic last names. Like, they're not, like, absolutely not white at all, people. So it was like, of course, every black person in the room was like, "This is white supremacy. He wouldn't have won if it weren't for white supremacy." And it's like, lo and behold, all the judges are freaking Hispanic. Like, it was too funny.
Murdon. Hello, Murdon. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Thin Mints are amazing. Don't ruin a greatest story with the facts.
I know.
Look, I very much judge people by the Girl Scout cookies that they liked. And if you're Thin Mint people, it's like you're the Rachel in Friends. It's like you're the basic bitch. It's like, okay, wow, you don't have a personality. It's like, it's the most bland, likable. It's like the Gap or the Old Navy of Girl Scout cookies. Like, oh, okay, wow, you like Thin Mints. Wow, groundbreaking.
Right. I feel like it's more, like we want a good, like sweet peanut buttery do-si-do or a tag along, like
Samoa.
Samoas.
Like
Right,
the Samoas, that cookie fucks. Do you know what I mean?
That
like
cookie fucks.
that's
I feel bad for people with coconut allergies because that cookie fucking
and
fucks.
tag-alongs. You could that's a very bingeable cookie. Like you could literally
I don't even know what that is.
Eat a whole
my God.
sleeve like it's nothing. There's like what 5 cookies in a sleeve? Big deal.
I don't want a cookie with the word thin in it.
No.
If I'm gonna eat a
why
cookie,
bother?
I want
That
a
is
cookie.
an imposter cookie, if I've ever heard one.
It's a thin. I'm a little thin mint.
Giving my ice cream. It's like,
Oh, could I
stop
just have
it.
a little nibble? Could you cut the thin mint in
one
half?
or two. Like unless you're
Yeah.
eating a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies, you're not really eating them. You
No,
have to
and
eat
you're not
so
eating
many
a
that you
sleeve
regret
of
it.
Thin mints. No, please, come on, get out of here with your dumb ass, please.
Thin Mint.
No, I've always had like a very visceral reaction to Thin Mints. I'm like, you don't really like those, all right? If you're looking for candy, you're not doing Andy's.
Like,
candy.
I want to eat toothpaste and chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
Stop
like a
it.
girl. I don't know. It's like a girl who's says, "I like anal." No, you don't. You're just saying that to
No,
be cool.
Just for the boy run media, you do.
And
Nobody
I
likes
sign
it.
off. This is where I sign off.
Kim likes Geno?
No, ew, Chrissy, stop! Don't
Sorry,
spread
you made it
rumors
sound.
like
You
that.
said that right after I said the anal
Yeah, just because
mark.
I don't. Yeah,
It's gross. Okay, sorry.
we won't. We won't.
We're on the same page.
I will say this because it's actually funny. But like, my husband was looking into the Scarlett situation, and he Googled her name, and he's like, "Why did I do that?"
Oh, no. Even a search on Twitter is
medically safe.
Nerve wracking. You know what I mean? Like it's the
I
wild.
was like,
Twitter's
I
also
told
the
you
Wild
not to
West.
do that. Anyway, I thought that was funny. That was really funny.
Oh, Lila's in the chat. Hi, Lila.
Hi,
I was gonna send her a link, but she is traveling right now because she's a
Oh, I
busy
haven't seen
bee.
her forever.
She's a little busy bee. Miss her too. She is. Yeah, she's getting on a flight.
She
I
is
think.
6 feet of fun and a 4-foot girl. I love it.
Oh, at the airport. Wow. Where are you going, Lila? Where are you going? Okay. Doofus Dog, thank you for the super chat. You guys are an inspiration. I'd like to know if there's a date in mind for the Scarlett Ralph Merc aside. I really don't want to miss it. Is this an inside joke I don't know about? Probably.
Scarlett Merc.
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to
What
ask.
is a Merc?
Is it supposed to say Merch?
Aside? Like it's murky? See, this is where I start sounding like a mom. Is this part of a bit? Is this part of a skit?
Is this what the kids are saying?
Is this one of your jokes?
One of the youths?
Thank you, Doofus. I'm just too retarded to know what you're talking about, but thank you. To really spell it out like I'm two. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lila's back in Dallas from LA. She's a busy girl. Okay. Let's talk about what's really important. Celebrities using Ozempic. No, Conan did the opening monologue at the Oscars as they struggle to maintain relevancy. I feel like every award show, it's like if something doesn't trend on social media, it doesn't exist.
Well, I feel like after the BAFTAs, like if you're not saying nigger, like it doesn't matter, right?
Hold on, I missed the censor. Wait a second. All right, wait, say it again, Kim. I'm gonna censor you.
I just wanted to see Keanu freak out. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna censor button you.
Who are you, my husband?
Say it. I'm gonna censor you. Ready, set, go.
Nigger.
It's so satisfying when I can censor it.
So unabashedly.
I'm censoring free speech. How dare I?
It's a word. I promise you it's not going to hurt you.
No, I get it. I just I'm so pregnant, lady. Say the F word before.
Me neither. And you know what? It felt good. No, I'm kidding.
No, she said something. She was talking about that fighting thing, and she said, I think you said Jew.
I said Jew boy. Well, that's what he is.
And good touch, Papa. Oh my God, he looks like just a little chocolate smudge.
I know he's sleeping on my lap. I couldn't change my camera, but I had to show you how cute he is.
Look at his. Oh my God,
what a smoosh!
I want to touch his ears. Oh,
like a little petable head.
What a petable head, and what a shiny coat. Oh,
He gets a bath once a week.
What's his name?
Oh my God,
his name is Copper.
But he's brown.
Well, but everyone names their dog Bear, but it kind of looks coppery in different lights, right? So he looks silver, like a silver in some lights, and really dark
Maybe
in some lights.
Maybe it's more like, get out of here, Copper. Like
like a transatlantic.
Yeah, get in my
character.
paddy wagon, bark bark, like
Waffles!
Wow.
He's like so passed out right now. He's cracking me up.
Oh, he's eating heaven, so cute.
Waffles now guilt trips me if she looks at me and I know what she's thinking. She's like, take me on a walk. You're the only person who walks me in this goddamn house. And then like if I don't, she's just like, I don't know. I just feel like they're communicating.
What's that logical sparks? Yeah, I come here when I get invited.
It's like nobody else walks me.
Usually I'm on camera when I don't look like an elephant.
Yes, Sally is suffering an allergic reaction at the moment. So usually my policy is face out, boobs out. But you know what?
I sent her a picture of my face.
This is not wet spot, Chrissy. You have to get over it.
Right. I'm a mom now.
You are. There is a baby somewhere.
Yeah. I gave birth, and there's a baby inside one of our co-hosts today. So
she made an exception because she wanted to scare off everybody. Because I'm like, this is what my face looks like. I'll use my avatar. And she's like, okay, yeah, you can use your avatar.
Oh no, you can. I mean, like, have your face on or don't, whatever. But this is. I just want to prove to you, Sally, how much I like you for your personality. I was like, I don't care what you look like.
See how sweet she is. You can get on the floor, dog.
Face out, boobs out. Okay, here is.
Speaking of boobs out.
Speaking of boobs out, I interned for this man many moons ago.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Big thanks to Amy Madigan for the wig. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you for
Amy
that.
Madigan, I think, got her first Emmy, like first in her life, and she's 80 something. So she finally got it. Like, even as the words are coming out of my mouth, I don't even care.
Conan O'Brien, and I'm honored to be the last human host of the Academy Award.
Last human host. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That's an AI
Next year
joke.
it's going to be a Waymo in a tux. So check that out. No, it's great to be back hosting the Oscars. Last year, when I hosted, Los Angeles was on fire. But this year, everything's going great.
He's boring.
Oh, you applaud that? That's weird.
That was about Trump. No.
Security is extremely tight tonight. I just got to mention that. Yeah. I'm told there's.
Oh, right. Because they're so afraid. Like, what they think Iran's going to bomb the Oscars? Like, specifically the Oscars?
They're going to have an ice raid. That's what they're worried about.
That's what I was going to say. You stole my thunder, Kim.
I'm sorry. It was there. It was on the table. I had.
They would love that. They would. Nobody would love an attack on the Oscars more than Hollywood.
This is officially the most of the Oscars I've ever watched. So
we're so important, and we're also victims.
Concerns about attacks from both the opera and ballet communities. They're just mad you left out jazz.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet looks wet. What happened to him? Why does he look damp?
I'll tell you all about Timothy Chalamet. He's nervous.
He looks so good, though.
Jessica Rabbit, Kylie. Oh my God.
She has every dollar in the world. How would she not look good?
She's fabulous. And Timothy Chalamet socially ruined his chance of winning this Oscar. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Tell us.
Because he's been a little fucking baby man prick, like throughout his campaign. He's like, he's like coming after Oscar. I'm sorry. He's coming after opera and ballet. He's like, these are dead art forms. Meanwhile, he just seems like very stuck up. And his family members, like his sister's a ballerina, his mom was a ballerina.
Isn't there a ballerina right behind him? Like, she looks like she jumped out of a jewelry box.
Yes, absolutely. He's like, these are dead art forms. And then the Academy didn't vote for him to win. So now it was taken home by the guy from Sinners. So sorry, Timmy.
Also, I mean, like, I would be careful if I had the physiognomy of a wet sewer rat.
He's gonna have a rat boy summer.
Rat boy summer. Yes. He's a little twink. I mean, he must be so fucking charming. Look at Kylie and look at him.
He's so hot.
Listen, don't look into these bimbos not having great taste in men. I don't like. It's not like they're exemplary in most other ways, other than
my brothers love Timmy. Like, and I think I loved Marty Supreme. I think he's a great actor, but I don't know. I don't find him like hot.
No.
He looks like he's sweaty.
He is sweaty.
He looks very sweaty.
Are hot, though.
Yeah, she looks retardedly. She looks
right.
So good.
She's not a snack. She's a fucking meal. Okay, and he
her
is
boobs
like
are
a little
hot.
tipsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's isn't it bad that I'm like, who's watching her kids? And then I'm like, oh yes, you have 1,000 babysitters at your disposal.
Oh my God, they have. Yeah, that's why they're so fabulous.
Like, imagine
They have
having
like the
time to
Elon
do-
Musk robots
Imagine having
babysitting.
time to do things. I don't know what that's like. Okay.
They're just mad you left out jazz. I should warn you, tonight could get political, okay? And if that makes you uncomfortable, there's an alternate Oscars being hosted by Kid Rock. Yeah. It's at the Dave & Buster's down the street.
That's pretty good.
A lot of tickets for that. Netflix, this is exciting. A lot of cool people are here, and some of them behind the scenes. Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos is here, and this is exciting. It's his first time in a theater. This is what they're talking about.
What did he say about
Why are they
ballet?
all together enjoying themselves? They should be home alone. Where I
The Botox is Botoxing. That forehead's not moving at all.
He needs a lot of units. That's a lot of forehead.
Yeah.
It's true. He has to pay double.
But everyone's saying, oh, he's being boring. But
Jacob
imagine how
Elordi.
boring you have to be to host this show. Like, you can't, unless you're Ricky Gervais, you're going to be boring to get the.
I was gonna say Ricky Gervais was the only, might be actually the only other time that I've been convinced to watch anything of the Oscars. And
I loved when he hosted too. But you know what? I say Nikki Glaser hosts everything for the next 5 years.
She did
Oscars,
great.
all of it. She does great.
as much as I hate
like
to
when
admit it,
Rick-
she is funny.
She's hilarious. Oh my God, she fucking kills it. Right. Who wants to see Conan? He's fine though. I did like that. It's like the
safe.
Kid Rock. Kid Rock's gonna host an alternative.
He's got like the Mickey
Yeah.
Rourke, like Jim Carrey Botox
Oh,
look
I
about
get
him.
it because they did an alternate halftime show.
A Super Bowl
Yeah.
show. I think that's very. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
obvious.
yeah.
Very funny though. That made me
get
laugh
it
out
now.
loud.
Oh yeah, look, her little nippy's about to fall out here.
Yes, it
She
is.
does not have the
Oh.
right boobs for this jacket.
Yeah, no.
She taped the jacket to her boob.
They look man boobish.
It just looks like that episode in Seinfeld where like the woman's wearing a bra as a top. It just looks like she forgot to put on a top.
So many great films this year. Just what an incredible year for film, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning.
My nuts are. He has a hair system too, right?
I mean, he had who knows? The hair looks exactly same as it did 20 years ago when I was getting him
Yeah.
lattes, but who knows? He could seamlessly put one in.
Yeah, I feel like they all do that. He's got a spray tan, a fresh thing of some fresh units of Botox, and he's had the hair system for
Mhm.
forever. I think. Yeah.
And he has a beanstalk sized suit to wear.
I said that last year, but I was lying. No, this year is stunning. I loved Hamnet. I love Begonia. Yeah. what they made-
Begonia was my favorite.
I haven't heard of any of these movies.
Yeah, between Hamnet and Begonia,
Oh my
it's been a
God.
big year for
Well, except
movies
for,
that sound like
Sinners.
off-brand lunch meat. So that's
And I only heard of Sinners because of the Tourette's guy.
had a little Begonia around 10. It's not sitting too well.
Oh.
On the ride home, you'll appreciate it. At the beginning of Hamnet, a message comes on the screen explaining that the names Hamnet and Hamlet were used interchangeably. Yeah, that's when I knew I'd better buckle up.
Yeah.
Roller coaster. In Hamnet, William Shakespeare's wife Agnes gives birth by herself in the woods,
Just like Kim.
or as we call that
Oh my
here in
God,
America,
Kim.
affordable healthcare.
Affordable health care.
No.
Oh,
Too
fine.
real
Go
for
to
you, huh?
Canada
All right.
then.
F1, I loved F1. A popcorn movie was great. F1 was
F1 is
terrific.
great.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Dylan. Yes,
is up for
yes.
best pic-
I had forgotten about this. Is he going to tell a joke about how he didn't call the cops about Rob Reiner's son? Yes, he hosted at a Halloween party right before
night-
Rob Reiner
Literally
was
the day
murdered.
before or something, right? Like the day or the couple days
hours
before.
Hours before it had,
Right.
they all had them all at
How
Barney's
does he
house.
not
And
address
people
it? Yeah.
at the party were like telling him they were concerned about Rob Reiner's son after the things he was saying, and like he did nothing.
How does he not address that? I'm sorry. That would be the first.
Why do you
thing
not
I
make
would
a
say.
joke about that yourself, right? Because he can't.
Yeah. Well, no, you make a joke about it. Be like, oh, were you guys there? You guys were all there that night of my party before, that guy, Rob. I don't even know how you would put it. Who
Yeah,
here
like,
in the
too
room was
soon?
creeped out at my party by Rob's kid?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
something. Like,
You should have said something. I don't know.
But you guys all have cell phones too.
Yeah.
right. None of us in this
No.
room, we all saw something and we said nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
If
And
only
then the
they had
person's
been
like-
in Manhattan, right?
The person's like, I said something. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Sure, it's the story of a race car driver who finally wins after deciding to go faster.
Yeah. This is funny. I like this. I like that you guys are weighing in on this. From Jay
not
Warren.
calling-
I'd say, I'm sorry I'm late, but I was busy not calling the cops on some other murder. Oh,
See, there you go.
and he was the one who said, don't call the cops. Yep, exactly.
I did not know
Forgot
that.
about that.
Yeah, let's keep it in the family. Don't call the cops.
Yeah. F1 received 4 nominations. F1 did so well, they're making a sequel, Caps Lock.
I missed it. I don't get it. Oops, I'm not even listening.
Some of these I
So
do
long.
for myself. And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for sinners. Let's hear it for sinners.
Yes, black people. Clap for them. Clap for the blacks. Look, let's point the camera at all the black people. Look
I
at it.
didn't
This looks
actually
like a-
see it. Did you?
No, I didn't
Did
either.
you?
I only know about it
Okay.
because of the guy with Tourette's. So
Everyone
he
says
did
it's
more
like
marketing than
absolutely.
than anything. They got 16 nominations, more than any
And
other.
the guy won Best Actor because Timmy made a fool of himself. But yeah,
Michael
I know
B.
I didn't see
Jordan?
it, but Michael B. And he was also in F1. Great, it was
Oh.
fantastic. I got to watch that one, but I think Begonia was robbed. That was my favorite movie. But
Oh, now I understand the caps lock joke because F1 is a key on the keyboard. Okay.
got it.
We'll
Okay.
take it. All right. Well, I'm getting there eventually. Sam, how are you doing on gummies and treats? Sam, I'm on the straight and narrow right now. Okay. I'm svelting up for summer, but I don't have any. I mean, if you sent them, I would accept them into my home. But God damn it, Sam. Sam, the enabler. Push-ups for 5. Saw The Bride and one battle after another yesterday. I've had more enjoyable kidney stones. Whoa.
Push-ups. I loved One Battle After Another. I wanted Leo to win. I thought Leo should win for something that's actually good and not the goddamn Revenant. But okay. Ugh.
Didn't he climb inside a dead horse or something?
A bear.
A bear.
A bear. Yeah. It was they snubbed him for years and then they gave him an Oscar for the shittiest movie he's ever made. And One Battle After Another I loved. I thought he should have won, but again, I didn't see Sinners, so.
Aw. Maybe I will because of the Tourette's guy.
Sinners director Ryan Coogler said he declined to become a voting member of the Academy because he doesn't like judging his fellow artists' work. Yeah. But the rest of you pricks seem to love it.
Oh. He said a naughty word.
Oh, look at the black people. Aren't they great?
One Battle After Another. I love that film. What a great film. Amazing film. Lots of memorable scenes from One Battle After Another.
that suit
Best
navy
supporting
or
actor
gray?
nominee Sean Penn, of course, got
Black.
an erection at gunpoint.
Is it black?
Yeah.
Looks navy to
And then
me.
Paul Thomas
No,
Anderson
black
said,
is the lapel.
"Let's put
The
that in
suit's
the film."
navy, right?
No, it's not navy. It's just a light shade of dark.
2 kinds of black.
I was in a movie this year. Yeah,
It's like
I was in a
matte
movie
black
with-
and then whatever
Yeah.
other black.
Jack black.
Shiny black and matte black and jet black.
My co-star Rose Byrne is nominated for Best Actress in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yeah. It's hard to act in a scene with someone you've always had a massive crush on, but Rose, you did a fantastic job. Admirable restraint. This year, we've added a new category to the Oscars, Best Casting. I have a big countdown. Yeah.
How much longer is this?
No. I
Which
just
means
found out
tonight-
Kate Hudson
Wow.
didn't win.
It's to
Best
be more.
Actress.
She looks like a fucking emu.
Oh my God, Chrissy, we're so. I thought she looked fabulous on the fucking red carpet, standing up. This dress is fucking so cool.
It's
yes,
high fashion.
It's.
I guess I meant emu
emu-ish
more.
sitting
I meant
down.
like she's so gaunt.
Yeah.
Okay, well, her dress is feathers, so I thought that's what you meant. And look at
Oh
Nicole
no, I meant
behind
like
her.
I meant her chin is becoming like her nose and chin are becoming beak-like.
She looks like a raven.
Yes, she's quite. I mean, everybody, that man, every single person in this audience. There's, oh my God, Goldie Hawn's there. They're all on Ozempic. I mean, they all are. Absolutely.
really
Even
are.
the skinniest ones. Yeah.
I give him 10 years.
I'm gonna speed through this. Let's see.
That's
Look at Nicole Kidman like a damn angel there, too. Oh my God.
An angel on
Means
Ozempic.
tonight, one casting director will win an Oscar.
He's
For the
always
rest of
been
you,
on it.
we decided to go in a new direction.
She was on it before the
They're
diabetic.
dream killers. They are.
Before birth, yes.
One
They
of,
gave it to
lesser known
her
categories
before the
tonight, of course, we'll be
diabetic.
honoring the best documentary short films, or best documentary short films, or
That's funny, Dylan.
As I like
Ozempic
to
was the
call 'em.
substance all along. I don't know. Maybe I think he's like fucking sucking right now, right?
It's a little boring. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not.
I'm like,
He's not trying to stick it to
best
anybody.
documentary short films.
He's
but as I
not
like to call 'em,
capturing my attention. I don't know why.
Because he's boring.
Because he's not
Yeah,
taking
boring.
any He's taking no risks.
None.
Did you watch it? I did. Did it make us sad? A little bit.
It's like he's trying to do
Amazon
small
Studios
talk
didn't
with
receive any
everyone.
nominations this year.
Yeah.
Also shut out Walmart, Alibaba, and Chewy.
It's so hard. Like, how can anybody do what Ricky Gervais did? Like, you're like, no one's even on that level. And everyone,
Ricky
Never.
Gervais was great. Yeah.
it's such a
I
high
love
watermark. Okay.
Why isn't the website I order toilet paper from winning more Oscars?
Oh my God. He's like,
What?
First time since
He's
2012.
not having a good
First time
time.
since 2012 that there are no British actors nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress. Yeah. British spokesperson said, yeah, well, at least we arrest our pedophiles. So we got that going for us.
Okay, to
that's
Chris.
something. That's something.
You're gonna say that at the Oscars? You want to like? You could throw a rock and hit
By the way,
10
I-
pedophiles.
Jordan,
That's
you were
true.
Incredible. Incredible playing identical twin brothers, Smoke and Stack and Sinners. Just amazing. I cannot get enough of this man. It was a special treat. Every seat filler at tonight's Oscars will be Michael B. Jordan. Check it out. Yeah. By the way, how am I looking tonight? Michael B. Jordan. Leonardo DiCaprio is here. Sir, good to see you.
Hey,
Leo.
what the hell
Star
kind
of
of
so many
camera
movies
work was
and
that?
The king of memes. He's the king of memes.
What
this
was
guy.
that?
What?
That person
Somebody's getting fired.
Let's put it
so
back
good.
on the regular speed.
It's like when they awarded the Oscar to the wrong movie.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is here. Sir, good to see you. I bow to you.
Whoa!
What was that?
Cameraman's
I gotta
having a
write
stroke. Go back to
Had
Conan.
so many movies and
gotta
the king
write
of
that down.
memes. He's the king of memes, this guy.
That's
Let's
true.
make a new
That's
meme
true. These
with
are all
Leo
Speaking of
right
not throwing
now.
a rock without hitting a pedo.
Really? Stop it. He was my childhood crush.
Not Leo.
I don't know if he's not
no.
actually. I don't think he's actually a pedo, but he's
the
known
women
for
are all
fucking very, very young women.
Okay, as long as
23,
they're
and when they
18.
hit 26, then the relationship is over. Let the man live. It's
Yeah,
perfectly
whatever. If he
legal.
wants to fuck 18-year-olds, who cares?
I just
it's-
love him. I
It's,
love him.
You know,
Oh my
it's
God.
not illegal, but it's,
It's
perhaps
just
a bit,
gro-
it's
again.
a bit distasteful for our mom. Like,
Yeah, when there are people in
palate.
that crowd who literally fuck kids, yeah, it's not so bad. But it's
True.
still,
No, he was
there are plenty of. I don't give a shit who if he wants to fuck young girls, in that sense when they're of age or whatever.
Kat
But
thinks he's gay.
it was just, he definitely he likes them young.
Yeah. He looked gay
people-
with that
the-
mustache.
People do have this like strange. It's because we don't know much about him.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Like,
like people
what
are
does a 60-year-old have in common with
He's 60?
He's not 60. Alexa,
He's
how old is
minus-
Leonardo DiCaprio?
He's got to be 50.
51.
51.
Nailed it.
Guess what? He and I have the same birthday. Not year, obviously, but that's why I'm like, not my Leo.
I
Not
share
my
a damn
Scorpio
birthday
brother.
with Danny DeVito and Jimmy Kimmel.
Danny DeVito, you're my hero.
That feeling when you didn't agree to this.
Okay.
What?
They'll pull that up in editing.
They're like, we have to do this because we know literally nothing about Leo.
Live. Okay. We'll talk later. Tonight's Oscars are being watched by more than 1 billion people around the world. Yeah. Let's say hi to some of them. If you're watching from Spain, hola, soy Coulter Brian. Es un placer darle la bienvenida a los Oscars.
Wow, that's
If
very
you're seeing
Spanish
us in
sounding.
Argentina,
That was
hola, soy
AI.
Coulter Brian. Y es un placer darle la bienvenida a los Oscars. And to our friends in Los Angeles, hola, soy Coulter Brian. Es un placer darle la bienvenida.
Okay, that was funny.
Wow, he should have started with that.
Yeah.
That should have been the first joke.
Yes, tonight is an international event. If I can be serious for just a moment, everyone watching right now around the world is all too
Ah, I don't know how.
aware that these are
thing
very
works.
chaotic, frightening times. Okay? It's at moments like these that I believe that the Oscars are particularly resonant. Check it out. 31 countries across 6 continents are represented this evening. And every film.
We're so great.
film-
We're so relevant.
We're on the brink of war with Iran, but thank God for the Oscars.
Yes, we're so important.
We pay tribute tonight, not just to film, but to the ideals of global artistry, collaboration, patience, resilience, and that rarest of qualities today, optimism. So let us, please, celebrate.
Oh, please.
Let us celebrate.
Oh, let's all, yeah, the
Let us
typical
celebrate,
pat
not
ourselves on the
because we
back.
think all is well, but because we work and hope for better in the days ahead.
Now start reading the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Right on the, we're gonna start naming names right now.
And Spielberg.
They'll protect him forever.
Bob Fan and Patrice, I'd rather watch eye surgery. Oh my God. I almost got LASIK.
I want LASIK so bad.
I
Don't
thought
do
about
it.
it too, but
Why not?
Do it. It's so like the long-term post effects tend to be horrible from what I
'Cause
understand.
you need like several tweaks over time.
I know so many people that have had it that are my ex. That was what we did with all of our wedding money, was because he was 1/10 legally off from legally blind, and that
What
was the
his
best
prescription.
I know a
don't-
lot of people who've regretted it. It's just one of those things
he
I don't want
didn't.
to risk.
My sister's had it done. She's loved it. It's been years. So his was 27 years ago. He still has zero problems with his eyes. But we have one of the most renowned surgeons in Utah. So I don't know.
I just won't, because my grandpa was legally blind, like could barely see. And then there was one doctor that told him that he could fix his eyes and he trusted him. And then he got the surgery. It wasn't really like LASIK, but it was something of the like. He saw perfectly for 12 days and then went completely fucking blind. Like, yeah, I mean, like he could barely see before, but then he saw perfectly 12 days and then never saw again, like completely
That's
blind.
horrible.
So,
I feel like that's
yeah.
like that sounds like a deal from a demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you go to the crossroads demon and they're like, you'll see perfectly, but only for 12 days.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Take these feet. I didn't get it because it helps in the bedroom. It's good when you have your own rim shot button.
Rim shot.
It's called a rim shot, isn't it?
I love it.
Yes. I'm like, rim? Bob and Patrice, when Leo DiCaprio sleeps with someone 24 years younger, it's concerning. You know the bit.
Hey, Bob, get out of here. It's because my husband is 24 years older than me. You get it? No?
Yeah,
He's
it's like,
51, so then. Well, yeah.
I think it also is like once you're past 25, like age difference isn't really a big thing anymore.
No.
Like,
It's not.
Yeah, when is your brain done? Like
I think
becoming
25.
25, yeah.
I'm still waiting for mine. But yeah.
I was gonna say I'm still waiting, but maybe that just means I'm dumb.
Okay, let's see. Ozempic is truly ripping through. I mean, again, I feel torn because I love following Ozempic, but on the other hand, I'm like, ugh, Hollywood is like kind of insufferable, and it's hard to feel bad for them. But
I saw this
stylists
today. Yeah.
fear that Hollywood stars are blind to how skinny they really are, while health experts warn of a malnutrition and muscle waste. Apparently, the pendulum is swinging from curvy like a Kardashian or a J-Lo back to like a rail thin, back to like a Kate Moss. I mean,
Kardashians are on it too, but it's just not, yeah.
Look at Emma Stone. Like, she doesn't even look like herself. Like her, she's not so much a redhead. She's like a very, very dark. I don't even know if this is auburn
She's
anymore.
always been pretty damn thin, but this is like what they all do. Now it looks like her bones are hollow, which
her shoulders and like clavicle, it's almost like a rack of antler horns or something.
It looks like they photoshopped her neck onto her shoulders in that picture.
And I'm all for like, okay, it's better to be thin than fat, largely.
Mostly, yeah.
Speaking. But yikes.
As a former, I'm not the person. I'm like, as a former like eating disorder gal, I'm like, she looks great. This looks fabulous. Like, what's wrong? What do you mean? But
and that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. We all heard that. Oh my God, the already thin stars are microdosing Ozempic. I guess it's called baby Ozempic. Interesting.
There's microdosing's all the rage in every field, I guess now.
They'll do.
They have even little
milliliter
pills too now. Yeah.
Tiny
You don't
little
even have to
injections for the
inject
first month and then increase. Oh wow, that's interesting.
You just snort it.
There's a stigma now to having any weight, right? Because it's so damn easy. They have no excuse.
Well, they probably didn't have any muscle to begin with, and so when they lost all of their fat, there was nothing but bone. So it's like they need to exercise and do it,
right?
And make sure they're eating protein. I know lots of people who are taking that peptide, and they're just skin and bones.
Look how bad she looks. Bad, Kiki. Like this is
okay. This is a very unflattering photograph of her. All right, but she is a woman of a certain age.
Right.
Alexa, how old is Demi Moore?
She also has my birthday, I think.
Demi Moore is 63 years old. She's 63. So, I mean, so she looks great for
also
her age.
November 11th.
She doesn't look healthy. She doesn't look healthy at all for 63. Not at all.
She just needs, I think we got to start doing some Botox in the arms. And I think that'll fix that right up. But
a personal trainer like that is emaciated. That is that's when your body starts eating your organs.
Whoa.
Again, I say I am not the right person to ask. I'm like, she looks fine. We're being too hard. No, she looks quite.
If you were to quit right now, gain 5 pounds, she would be just perfect.
Right? Yeah. I think it's like addicting to be.
Probably if you're losing weight and you're seeing results like that, that's probably very exciting. And you're like, yeah, why not?
But she was not. The funny thing is, because you hear this now, it's like she was never by any means a fat person or like an overweight person. But damn, I mean, look at her face. She looks great.
I like her more.
It makes her ears look bigger.
I like her.
Well, your ears grow your whole life. It's the one thing that doesn't stop getting bigger.
See, now we need Ear-Zempic because that's
Ear-Zempic.
She's always
get LASIK for your ears.
Literally, Kris Jenner had an ear job. Like
what?
I'm not. Yeah, and that sounds sexual. But like they trimmed up her ears because they know they're like your ears never stop growing.
Yeah, she looks like she'd have to join the ballet. Okay, visible. There we go.
Sorry.
Celebrity nutritionists are saying visible signs of muscle wasting in several celebrities where it was not present before. Hollowed temples, full clavicle showing, shoulder blades jetting out. In a clinical setting, these changes from baseline are cause for alarm. They indicate malnutrition, meaning the body is not getting enough of what it needs to function, like protein, probably. One A-list stylist told Page Six that those who dress the stars are in an awkward position right now. They want their clients to look their best, but they also want them to be healthy. Do they?
Do they really care?
And they don't want them to die because then they lose those clients.
But no,
Yeah,
but
just get them on the right
fucking-
drug cocktail and they're fine.
No, that's fucking stupid. That's a ridiculous thing to say because look at the fashion industry. Who do we have
True.
model the clothes? The thinnest people on earth. Okay, like that's ridiculous. That's just dumb.
Not lately though.
I mean, on the runway,
Body
you don't see the. I mean, Paris fashion.
Not really
we're
recently.
yeah.
It's turned back around, but for a while there, you definitely would.
We need 90s Victoria's Secret bodies. These are too thin. There's an in between that we're missing here. This is my opinion.
They
Everyone
fear
has
some celebs are blind to how painfully thin they are. You can't tell them they're too skinny because then they'll say, but another actress is smaller than I am. I mean, Jenna Ortega was always small.
Right.
Look at her. You could see her skeleton.
People accuse her of having the buccal fat removal, which is like
oh yeah,
but I don't
She's
know if
thin.
that's true. I think she just has an angular face, and also
just
what
her face.
I might be nuts, but she doesn't look horrific to me.
She doesn't look horrific.
Keanu, you could see her skeleton.
Look at her.
I know.
She almost has a skeleton-shaped head.
She has a skeleton-shaped head.
But she's more proportioned to her
I guess we
body.
all do.
Yeah, but she's like, but I don't know.
Like if you scroll back up to the picture of her back for like 2 seconds. Can you look at that for 5 seconds and tell me that looks healthy?
I look at her and I
I'll
think,
give you
spooky,
this.
scary skeleton.
I can play the xylophone on her fucking rib cage.
I'll give
I
you
want to put
this.
her outside for Halloween.
Listen, mesh should never be loose on you. Like if mesh, the
No.
fabric is loose
Right.
on you, then you might have a problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's no denying all of these bitches are on it. They all are. Every single one. Conan's on it. I know it. They
Yeah.
all are doing it. So
Wow.
I guarantee you in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a lot of these celebrities with colon cancer and stomach cancer.
Really?
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because of the way your body is not absorbing nutrition.
Do you think it's just right? They're not eating. Well, they're not hungry. They're not eating. They're malnourished, or they're
Well,
just
even
like.
when they are eating, they have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, right, the forever diarrhea.
Yes. Like I know people in real life that have taken it that have that issue.
So it's like laxative.
That's
laxative
horrible.
bulimia.
And I couldn't even imagine if you're tricking your pancreas, right? Because you're taking a
I would love to
diabetic
trick my
medication.
pancreas.
Yeah, but if your pancreas, if your pancreas goes
Gotcha.
out, you're screwed.
Oh my god.
Like that is just way thin. And that shirt's ugly.
That's a horrible dress. That looks like an ice cream scoop.
the only thing I'd remove is the fanny pack of jewels on it, but everything else I love. I love
what?
That's horrible.
You would
Yeah.
love this weird ass dress, Keanu. This is
would.
just like, what is even happening here?
It looks like a
It's so
frog.
cool.
It literally looks like
No.
a frog. Yes, there's the eyes and then her hand, there's the legs. It literally looks like a frog from the waist
She's
up.
being eaten alive by a frog.
Yes,
it's
it
exactly
does.
what it's like.
It does look like
It does. That's why she needs to remove the fanny pack of jewels and the bra strap, and then
Scroll up
it's
so I can take a
flawless.
screenshot of that. Oh wait, I can take it from this one.
Oh, as much as actresses want to show off their clavicles, some dressers are finding them creative ways to cover up. Wow, and there's pressure to keep up with each other. One actress sees another get smaller, and then they get even smaller. I would
They
throw
should
a
be
jack-
thankful. They could, instead of having
These
like
people-
clothing racks, they could hang the garments on their clavicles. And then
Not
they
that
could
long
save
ago,
them.
these people would all be in asylums. This is fucking deranged.
because it's so damn easy to do. They're like, why not?
Who was that
I
person
did-
on there?
This is a deceiving photo. She's wearing a corset. She's posed in a way like, let's see the thinnest shot that we can see of her, and But
She doesn't look bad in that
doesn't look
photo.
like-
Her
This
shoulders
one
are.
doesn't look as bad as the
No,
other
I
one.
can always tell by their shoulders and their biceps and their ratio to their forearms.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can kind of tell how emaciated they are. She looks pretty proportionate.
Even the size 2 designer samples are too big for the celebs. We actually
Who is
brought in
that
Brie
lady?
Taylor's.
Keanu, stop defending these crazy people. I'm just saying. I told you I'm not a good judge of this.
Chrissy Teigen looks actually great here, I think.
Yeah, I think she
Right.
looks healthy.
She doesn't look too thin.
No, she looks
Right.
healthy still. Well,
That's
chubby nose.
she's one that she had a few LBs on her, right?
She
So
still has a
you know.
basketball head, but she looks good.
Basketball head.
If you're a certain age, you have to worry about your skin. If you're not a rubber band. What? Let's see. When it comes to a brand deal, the designers are very selective. There are only so many Lizzos that people want to work with. I can't believe anyone wants to work with Lizzo. Lizzo lost 60 pounds. They only give that curvy platform to 1 or 2 people at a time. No one wants to look like J-Lo anymore. No more big butt. It's all about fashion skinny from 2001. Look, there's Lizzo, who doesn't even look like Lizzo anymore.
I'm sorry to even say that J-Lo is like anywhere near overweight. She always just had a butt, but she's a thin woman. Yeah. I mean, that's insane to me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Lizzo looks great. Good.
She does. She looks better, and she can see her face again.
It's frozen, but I love that. You know, I love that.
Let's see what else is interesting. Yep, so much for body positivity.
She looks hot.
Stylist Jose
Rachel
Rodriguez.
Zoe,
Oh,
yeah.
Rachel Zoe.
Yeah. She's on the Housewives now.
Wow, she looks like, I thought that was Nicole Kidman. Never mind. And this one, and this one.
6 bottles of wine, half a brisket, and 20.
Once you are thin, the chase doesn't stop. You keep thinking what else you can improve. It's true. It's true. When I was very thin, I was like, I didn't appreciate it. I was like, what else is wrong with me?
I don't know. I weighed 127 pounds once and I was very unhealthy. You can see my everything.
ACDC, Keanu asked Geno why Geno turned on me as a fan.
Look at you. I don't know what else to say.
He works out. Good for
I know.
him.
I'm just teasing. He doesn't know who you are. I'm sure of it.
Oh.
And you could ask him.
Sato or Zatochi. Cue the xylophone ribcage music. Oh, I don't have that, but I have.
There you go. That's close enough.
I have chimes. Push-ups. Hello, push-ups. Keanu, please get Deb to help these people. Who is Deb?
Deb is my fucking former eating disorder therapist.
Oh, wow!
talk
How
about
specific
Deb all
of him
the
to remember. That's great.
I would fight with Deb all of the time. I was like, you're like a lady that likes like
God, I have to
camping
pee
and you're
so
comfortable with
bad.
yourself. I talk about Deb all the time. Shout out Deb.
I have to pee. Vamp, Kiki.
Deb, yes. Thank you for remembering that. Push-ups. Eating disorder therapy. Anybody else? Those were very
No,
odd
I've been
times.
in plenty of other therapies though. I probably should have been in eating disorder therapy. Because I the last time I was checked into any sort of program when I was 19 years old, and I did like a wilderness therapy program, and they had this like legal they had a lawsuit against them because someone hurt themselves carrying their wilderness pack. Here, let me turn this on. So that you couldn't
I
legally
forget. You
carry.
had a wild phase, right? You were right.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
remembering right? Yeah,
So
you had a wild phase.
you
Did
you
you
weren't
get
allowed
doomed?
to carry. You weren't allowed to legally carry more than 1/3 of your body weight. And when I got there, I had been on like a month-long LSD binge, or probably longer. I mean, it was like a year, but like I had been doing it like every day for like a month. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I get there and they weigh me, and I was 87 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that would be eating disorder territory. I don't care who you
And
are.
I'm like, it wasn't like I wasn't trying. I was like an accidental
just like, yeah.
anorexic. I
Yeah, you I just like drugs more.
But it was funny. I had like a pixie cut at the time too, so I had like really short hair. Maybe I can find a picture. I don't know. Whatever. I'm like, first of all, I was on an all boys team. So it was like 15 to 17-year-old boys and me, and they're like treating me with kid gloves, and they're like when I first walk in, obviously they're all like, "Oh, it's not so bad," da, da, da. And I'm like, "Why are you talking to me like I'm a 12-year-old? Like, what the fuck's going on?"
Right.
They're like, "Oh, like, aren't
Just
you
because
like
I'm
14?"
87 pounds and have a pixie cut doesn't mean
They
I'm
thought
not
I
an
was.
adult.
They legitimately thought I was like 14 years old, and I was like, "I'm the
That's
only one here who
hilarious.
can legally sign myself out."
Yes, see, I was
You
in
didn't get
Egypt.
gooned in the middle of the night.
What's
Huh?
that?
You didn't get gooned in the middle of the night. Then you voluntarily
No,
went.
I didn't get gooned. It was. So I won't go into the whole story, but it was either the person I was with going to prison because we were gonna get the cops called on us, or
Prison?
me agreeing
What did I
to just
miss?
go to this program. So I was like, "Fuck it, I've been there before. I'll rock it out." Like I could do 6 weeks in a program.
Did it help, or
I mean,
did you feel just
I got up
yeah.
to like 111 pounds and
Wait, Kim, you were anorexic?
accidentally.
What? You just got busy?
Well, yeah, busy doing too many drugs. That makes me sound like a hardcore
Wow,
drug
what a-
addict. I never
what a
did like
cool
hard.
path.
I mean, LSD, I guess people consider a hard drug, but like I was not like
Yes, it's
doing.
a hard drug.
Mm.
Is it?
Isn't that the
It's
one,
not
or is
like
it-
I would you put it in the same category as heroin? I wouldn't.
No,
I know.
I
That's
think
the ultra drug,
anything
no?
more than weed is a hard drug.
Okay. Well, fair
just
enough.
couldn't do
That's
it because
'cause
I
I'm
would be like a
That's fair
nervous
enough. I
wreck.
just meant to say I wasn't like it. The way I said it was like, oh, I was 87 pounds and I was high on drugs. It makes me sound like I was doing meth or something. Like I wasn't on meth.
No.
Meth
Then
worse?
you would have been 40.
Is meth worse? Yes, meth is a lot worse. If
Yeah.
I had spent a year on meth versus a year on LSD, I would be a very, very different person.
LSD just
holes
like
in your
alters
brain.
your brain, right? Meth is gonna make your teeth fall out and you will
It
Yeah, it's
eats
you'll
not
your
a
brain.
deteriorate.
Literally eats your brain.
Yeah.
God, and I have so little to begin with. That would be terrible. I would be retarded. More
Eating
retarded.
disorders.
yeah,
Now
I was
they
an
come in
itty
the
bitty
form of a
thing,
pill
so
or an injection. Yeah.
and I will be honest, that fucked up my metabolism for the rest of my life. Like I'm bigger now because I'm pregnant, but like staying at like the weight that I want to stay at, like I want to like around 130 pounds is where I'm usually comfortable at. Even staying there like is difficult because
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Yeah, that's good. That seems normal.
Like between 125 and 130 is where I like comfortably
Yeah.
sit. But like getting that little, like especially at 19, like fucked my shit. Like it was really
Yeah.
bad.
You're like, I was wearing
You-
doll clothes.
I mean, I practically there. Okay, so there was this female wilderness guide who was like deeply insecure about her weight, and I'm a petty fucking bitch. So especially if you're mean to me and you're being an asshole to me, I'm gonna make you feel bad about yourself. And the first week,
Female wilderness guide.
yeah. So the first week, you get like you have to like every week is like a new theme or whatever, and you have to do certain things. And if you don't pass, you don't level up. But the level up for the first week, you got this like bandana.
Sounds like
And
Fear Factor.
It
Like,
kind of, I
like
mean,
a
like
reality
they actually
show.
did make a reality show out of this, but that's neither here nor there. That you get a bandana, and I was so little that I could wrap this bandana around my waist.
And tie it.
I could tie it, like comfortably tie it, like wrap it around. I'm not gonna, my bump is bumping, but like I could
Wow.
literally wrap this like a normal sized bandana. I'll show you guys after.
Okay.
But
That sounds fabulous.
And it was super fabulous.
don't
And I would just
backslide.
do it all the time to make her feel fucking insecure. I was literally like, oh, like look at all the extra room.
Oh, this this is supposed to go on your head, but I could wrap it around my waist. Can you?
Exactly. Like,
Wow.
sorry, you can't compare.
I had all of the other girls in eating disorder day camp like revolt with me. Like it would be, we would all eat together. I'm like, we're not gonna eat this burrito today, guys, right? We're all gonna do the food. Okay? We're gonna do it. We're not gonna.
You're like, damn it.
I was Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There was one girl that wouldn't speak whatsoever. She was my chief. She would only talk to me and like interact with me. Or one day they tricked us. They gave us a salad and we were like, oh God, we did it. We're so good. And then they went, we're going to do something different now. And if you know eating disorders, it's all about control. We're like, wait, what? Brr? They brought out a fucking cheesecake. I went, we're not doing this, girls. We're not gonna do it. You're
Wow,
gonna shock us.
That's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
Cheesecake.
fuck you want us to? I'm like, excuse me. We all just sat here. We were all happy. We all ate all of our salad. That was the deal. If you didn't eat all of the food that they gave you, you had to take like an inshore, like an old person.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. And then I'm like, now you're gonna fucking fuck with us with a fucking cheesecake? Then we all walked up to therapy. They're like, how'd that feel? I'm like, we didn't fucking eat it for a reason. You want to come at us like that with a fucking cheesecake after we wanted to like high five each other for eating the fucking salad? Like, what kind of establishment is this? And everybody was
What
like,
kind of salad was it?
It was just like,
did it have like fried
like
chicken
a salad?
on
It
top?
was a spinach salad with like chicken and cranberries, and we were like happy about that. Then they shock us with a fucking cheesecake. Get fucked. Get out of here.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of programs like that are low key kind of fucked up like that.
No, I don't think as much. I mean, okay. I think you never.
I think that's
it's like
gross.
being an alcoholic, right? You're never actually. You just have to work at it to. You're always going to have an eating disorder in your brain, right? I think people are just programmed like that, like, or at least like me. But you have to just work at it to
keep yourself
like,
in a reasonable
keep yourself
range.
in check. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There's no as much as Deb tried. You know, I don't think that's what saved me or anything. But
Right, you're not gonna go from like 0 to cheesecake. That seems like a fire hose method, you know, like
it was rude. And then and
It's
if it was so fucking rude and not helpful at all. Right. If I don't want to eat a fucking cheesecake, please. Or, you know, and then if you have to go to the bathroom after, you have to sing your ABCs while you're doing it. It was bad.
Why, so you
Oh
can't
yeah,
throw
I know
up?
all about
You
that
can't
shit.
throw up?
Yeah, right. Oh God.
Is that why you have
Those
to
are
sing
little
your ABCs in case you try to?
Because you can't be like, baby, like, yeah, you can't like,
You're like,
puke
that's just
the-
how I
yeah.
sing.
Or oh my God, or they would have field trip days and we didn't know where that we were going, like every once in a while, and they took us to the goddamn food court at a mall. I'm like, this. You're just trying to trigger us, all right? Like,
Wow.
this is bullshit. A food court at a mall.
And you're like,
Okay,
let's
now I
have
have all these options. We're like,
just have General
"Oh,
Chow samples and then go.
Right?
awful."
Wow.
We just shovel you full of processed food and sugar. That'll make you not want to have an eating disorder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Great.
What helped you the most, Keanu / Kim, of like if there's somebody with an eating disorder watching, like what's a
Well, I mean,
reasonable-
I am the wrong person to ask because mine was very much just like an eating disorder of negligence and not intention. But yeah,
This
I
is
don't.
gonna sound fucked up, but I didn't want to be in the eating disorder loony bin anymore. So I was like, I better get a handle on this, or I'll either die and I hated ended up in the hospital, even though I liked the hospital. I'm like, it's medical hotel. They'll never let me die. I swear to God, I was like, keep me forever. Thank you. This is great. But
how do I know if I
yeah.
have an eating disorder? That's a good question.
Do you diet?
Well,
Are you thin and chic, Aldo?
Are you worried about it? Are you thin and chic? Are you too thin and chic? Do you actually the most common eating disorder is binge eating disorder, actually. And those girls, I felt for those girls too. They were my friends as well. I guess it would be that they would like want to go out and get more.
Black out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's not good, but
Why didn't they teach you more, like, or maybe they did this, but why did they teach you how to substitute healthy stuffs where you could eat more things, but more healthy nutritious food?
Like more
it's
salad.
a common misconception because it's like, well, what do you mean they're giving you cheesecake? They're trying to shock you into being okay with whatever you eat. It doesn't matter if it's okay, I had a hamburger. Don't hate yourself for it. Okay, I had a piece of cheesecake. Don't go vomit. You know what I mean? That's why it's like,
or
so
just
it was
vomit
like,
half of it up.
So they were kind of
Right,
teaching
yeah.
you that to eat things in moderation, but you're not going to die if you eat this, and you don't need to self-sabotage yourself by eating this.
Right. And another eating disorder would be like if we're all just eating all of the healthiest foods, like that's like an eating disorder's like dream. Like let's count calories. Like let me eat a cube of cheese. I'm great. Right. Or like something like that. You know what I mean? So they're trying to tell you this is a way to healthfully live. You can have a burrito some days and not want to die. And you can also have a salad some days and not want to die. I think it's sort of it's a very fucking I don't think it's like a it's sort of a flawed therapy for people with eating disorders. I think you got to really want to not die and then you can sort of figure that out on your own, because when you're going through it, I'm like it was fucking torture. 8 hours a day talking about our feelings. I have to eat breakfast and lunch with them, and everyone's like, everyone's just too weak to even like. It was a nightmare, but yeah, I think it's sort of flawed, but you know,
it makes sense.
Now we have Ozempic.
Most of the therapy programs that I've been to have been shut down by the government. So like, I just look at these programs as like genuinely like messed up for the most part.
I know as a personal trainer, I've seen both ends of the spectrum. I've trained people that were 500 pounds that obviously they had an eating disorder of eating too much. And a lot of it always came down to finding out what their trigger was or what was stopping them from finding that balance of wanting to be healthy.
People binge eat for a myriad of reasons. I learned, like, you know, it's like it's emotional boredom.
A lot of it's an emotional coping mechanism. You see like a lot of people like with really bad childhoods, like they'll like start to lean into food to like have comfort or whatever.
Oh, I do it when I'm trying to avoid something. Like if there's something I have to do that I don't want to do.
Avoidance behavior.
That's very daunting, like taxes or like editing something.
Grab a snack instead.
It never like helps. It's just like something to busy yourself with.
Right.
I think
or you think you have to
disorder-
pre-reward yourself before you do something that you don't want to do. But
or
it
like
doesn't.
I need fuel. All right. But you're like, how much fuel? Mine was the opposite. I think mine was never about weight or body image or anything like that. It was just I would just be a nervous wreck, and like I just felt like uncomfortable.
A nervosa?
Yeah, like I just would have a sick stomach all of the time, and like it would just
You're like a hummingbird.
Well, but then you're starving, and then you eat so much, you know, in your, you know, by yourself, and then you're like, oh, I have to throw up now because I don't know, Keanu, maybe it's not normal to eat one thing of McDonald's French fries per week, and then you know, and like you know, a bottle of wine, like that's not sustainable. So then it just becomes like this thing.
Yeah, I'm good at the eating part and not good at the throwing up part. Like I just
yeah, I could never.
Alzheimer's, bulimia.
I don't.
Why?
I would struggle with bulimia for sure.
Yeah, I had a combination of the two. Right. Yeah, I wouldn't eat for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm like, oh my God,
really 3 or 4 days straight?
Yeah. No, yeah, 3 or 4, like in college, especially. Yeah, I would just like I just wouldn't eat, and then I'd be like, and then you know, now I'm uncomfortable. Now I have to. Right, this is horrible, but you live and you learn.
Wow.
Now we have Ozempic, so.
I was gonna say you'll never
pick the easy way out. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Just wait until you're a little bit older, so that way, like if there are negative consequences, like you can hopefully just be deceased before that happens.
That's why I waited on the LASIK, because I was like, I don't know. I have a feeling something's gonna go wrong. Yes, this is not a medical show.
Yes,
don't
right.
take this as medical advice.
Please do not. I am not dead. Okay.
Consult your doctor.
Or not, just someone smarter than us.
I think that when the people who struggled with food when I was training that were more on the anorexic side, giving them only like 3 choices for breakfast, 3 choices for lunch, and 3 choices for dinner, to where they felt like they were in control and they had 3 good options to choose from. They did better on that type of a diet versus letting them just try to figure out, okay, you got to have protein, you got to have this, you got to have that. But if I gave them 3 choices for breakfast, 3
Mm.
choices for lunch, 3 choices for dinner. They were pretty
Nice.
successful.
I would like that.
You're so smart because Geno has to grocery shop. I get such anxiety in the grocery store. I can't do it.
Do you get
I'll walk in.
nervosa?
I just can't. I'm like, I pick things up and put
Mhm.
them back. I
Aw.
can't. I just can't do it. Like, I don't know, what are we supposed to have in the refrigerator? Like,
And I
is
get
this
that way too.
okay?
You
Yeah.
have to think in terms of like meals, like a whole meal
Right.
you're gonna make. Like, okay, this dinner is gonna be this, this, and this. Because sometimes when you're just aimlessly shopping, you're like, why are we here? You know?
Yeah, I am a nervous wreck in the grocery store. I just remember my dad, like, when I was at home for the eating disorder day camp, taking me to the grocery store and we were trying to pick. He's like, he could just see it. Like, I was just fucking. I like wanted to cry. Like, I could not make a decision of like, am I doing the right thing?
God, I've had earrings on this whole
Yeah.
time.
Oh, that.
Sorry, I just was like, what's wrong with these headphones? And I'm like,
Why am I in
pain?
pain?
Why am I? Something's
Just buy
biting me.
half a cow and put it in your freezer, and it's really easy. So you could go out there, you can pick hamburger, you can pick ribs, sirloin. And you could
That's what
I would
have a
Sally, I think that's a really smart thing with your people that have that issue, because it's like, then they don't really have a choice. Not they don't have a choice, but it's like, this is what it is, you know.
But you're still in control. You're in
Right,
control,
you're in
and you have
control,
choices.
yeah. No, that's
healthy
very
for
go on the carnivore diet.
Yes, meat. Like, when in doubt, meat.
Meat,
it up.
meat,
eggs,
I have
cheese.
some really good recipes for, like, if you like high protein, but you want, like, I have protein waffles. I've got green smoothie recipes. I've got all kinds of stuff. They're so good. I just bulk made a batch last night, and I put them
I'm
in
still
the
working on
fridge.
making my waffins.
They're so good.
What's a waffin?
It's a
It's
a
a- it's-
Nazi breakfast treat. No.
It's a Nazi breakfast. It's well, okay. So I've been making high protein. Okay, so I mix cottage cheese, blended cottage cheese into my muffin mix, and I was like, oh, if I just put this in a waffle iron, I can make waffles out of it. And me and my husband were joking around, and I was like, oh my gosh, waffin! These are waffins. And I don't know if you're familiar with what waffin is about, but it's popular. And
I'm afraid
anyway,
that I just said it. Even I don't know. And do I look it up?
So
wait,
yeah, I
what's
was
the
like,
actual
I'm
word?
gonna make waffins, and
Kim, what's the actual Nazi word?
it's waffin.
Oh, it is waffin? Oh.
Yeah, it's just I spell mine with an
That's
I
funny.
because it's muffin and waffles, but it's yeah,
waffle. Oh.
like
Or is it waffin?
the waffin.
Waffin.
If we ever get another dog, I'm gonna name them
Waffin, waffle, and waffin.
Muffles.
Muffles.
Or that'll really confuse muffin and waffles. I'll be like, muffles.
You would,
But I
Kim, you
wanna
would like
name
my protein waffle recipe because it's got cottage cheese, egg whites, half a cup of oatmeal, and then I put like honey in there, vanilla, and then like cinnamon, and then you
That
blend it
sounds fabulous.
and you put it in the waffle maker.
Ooh.
And then you just put it in you put it in the fridge or the freezer, and then you just put it in the waffle or the toaster when you want to eat it.
You just stick them in the oven.
No, you stick them in the toaster.
Ooh.
And you
I
put
was
them
making a joke. I'm sorry.
Who are you, my husband?
the
God.
muffins in the toaster in the oven.
Oh, that's horrible.
Put them in the toaster.
I know, sorry.
Pop it up
How long does it take to bake waffins in the oven? I don't.
Yeah. How many could you really bake? What is the best way to develop an eating disorder? Asking for a friend.
Develop a deep sense of self-loathing.
Look at pictures of yourself naked. I don't know.
Go on
Bob,
the
you
internet
are
and type in
perfect.
thin inspiration, and then
Bob,
you'll
you
have
are
an eating
perfect
disorder.
the way you are. Stop it.
Perfectionism was my issue. I had to go to therapy to learn not to feel like I had to be perfect at everything. Like it was okay just to be okay, just the way you are.
Yeah. Bob is a friend of ours. He's sweet.
I thought he was a friend of Patrice.
And Patrice.
He's a fan of Patrice.
Ugh.
It's true. When I was skinnier, I just moved on. I'm like, okay, now what's wrong with my face? Like, now what else can I do? What's wrong with my hair?
Did The key is to avoid mirrors. If you just stay away from the mirrors, then you're okay. And you have to start looking at yourself. Like I used to always look at myself and see fat self. And I have to go to the mirror. Okay, try to just see yourself as you are, because you can make yourself look bigger or smaller depending on how you want to see yourself. So try to look at yourself realistically and not look for the little pooch or that. Like I used to pinch myself above my hip all the time, and I didn't realize I did this. And I would
Body
pinch
checking,
myself.
as they call
Yeah,
it.
I would do that. But my daughter, and if I could pinch anything, then I needed to eat better, right? Or
That's what
exercise
my dad
more.
always said. Pinch an inch. If you pinch more than a bit, this is why we all.
And
have
my
eating
daughter,
disorders.
when she was in the 5th grade, she all of a sudden during the winter, when she normally would put on a little bit of weight because it was her growth spurt, because I always knew when she would, and then she would get tall, and then she would thin out. But I caught her body checking in 5th grade. And then I started paying attention, and she got smaller. She went down pant size in 5th grade. So then I went and talked to her teacher, and I said, "Hey, will you see if she's eating lunch? Because I need to make sure that she's eating lunch." And so she was skipping lunch. And so she was in power tumbling too. And she was like being really low energy. It was like, what's wrong? So I found out that she wasn't eating, she was skipping meals when she's in 5th grade. So I told the teacher, I said, okay, don't say anything to her. And I want to talk. Her teacher obviously said something to her, which pissed me off because I didn't want to give it attention. I wanted to just address the issue, because if you give it attention, she's going to do it for attention. So, but I was able to snap her out of it because some boy was telling her that she was fat and and ugly. So, and that was it. But she
had him expelled.
I was able to get her out of it, but by not giving it the different attention. And I can't remember it was like finding a balance of talking her through it and that she needed to be healthy. And this is why she had to eat a certain way, because her organs were going to shut down, blah, blah, blah. But
you know what? Putting fear in someone, that's another thing. I'm like, it's like funny. I like medical hotel when I end up in the hospital, but I don't want to die. So you better start like fucking just saying, yeah, you know what? Your organs are going to shut down. That was something that kind of went like, okay, I better fix this. Yeah.
I said, do you want to be a mom? Do you want to have kids someday? Because you know, your body will eat your uterus, it'll eat your organs, and you won't be able to.
Your teeth will fall out. Yeah.
So
eat your own uterus?
It doesn't. It's a muscle. It'll eat your heart will start to. It'll eat your liver, your kidneys. Wow. It'll eat all of your muscle, but it'll eat your organs to survive, and that's what it becomes dangerous. And some of those things are not reversible.
Sometimes, honestly, just fear of that is like, you did the right thing. It's like, do you want this to happen to you? Because that would put the fear of fucking God in you. And then you go, oh, yeah, all right, listen, I don't care that this like douchebag called me fat.
Wow.
I'm going to have
my uterus could eat itself.
Yeah.
And so I quit body checking, and I didn't realize I did it as a habit. I was a personal trainer. So if I could grab anything on my hip, I would not eat carbs. I'd exercise more. So I had exercise induced anorexia, right? So I'd make sure that I worked out more than so I still ate, but I would just exercise it off. So that's a form of anorexia as well. And
that is a very common one. Yeah. I can eat this, but I have to run the amount that the calories come on. Yeah. No, that's another one.
I think that's called anorexia elliptical.
Bulimia. Klein.
Push-ups. Thank you for the super chat. Bob, I can call you fat regularly if that will help. Look at push-ups. Doing the Lord's
I was
work.
gonna say I've joked with my followers on many bases, like, you know, if you guys just started fat shaming me a little bit more, that would be really great.
You can't fat shame a pregnant lady. I think pregnant women.
No, not when I'm pregnant. No, not when I'm pregnant. But I quite frankly, like, again, I'm not trying to sound like but like I've been in love with the same person since I was 15 years old, and I've been pregnant for 5 years straight. Like, we ain't having problems. And he still thinks I'm a babe, and he's hot as fuck. So quite frankly, like, the opinions of thank you. So yeah, my comfortability matters more than anybody else's fucking opinion. I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm not trying to like get you to like me for being thinner. So I don't care. Quite
And
frankly, my dear, I don't
you're
give a damn.
beautiful and cool as hell. So right.
Well, I
You're
appreciate
like,
that.
you're like, I have everything I need. Fuck you.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, what are you? Oh, you're gonna like what's next? Are you gonna call me stupid? Like, I got a baby brain. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Say what you will.
Yeah. Bob Fan Patrice. Every day I would pinch more than a few inches, then eventually they threw me out of that coffee shop until I was jerking off furiously.
Oh man.
Oh, Bob.
What kind of disorder is that?
Bob.
A sex addict disorder.
Yeah.
Public perversion.
I worked at a group home. They were 14 to 18-year-old boys. I was the only female there because they wanted to have a female crowd to trigger them for drug and alcohol. So it was addictive behavior. Yeah, because their mothers, because I was older than they were, and they wanted me to, so that the therapist could work on their mommy issues while they were in therapy, because they were either sex addicts, gaming addicts, or drug addicts. And so
gaming,
like, they were
gaming. That's the thing.
Gaming addicts, drug addicts, and
games.
sexual addiction, and they were 14 to 18 years of age.
Whoa.
What
And
if they
that's
were all
all mom.
three?
That's mom linked.
Well, it could be linked to, I don't know if it's linked to their moms, but their moms being like telling them what to do, right, is a trigger for them. So they were working
So
on
they
those
wanted a
two.
mom type. I get it.
Yeah, they wanted that dynamic because most of them were men that were there. You know, it was the coolest group home ever because it was teaching them how to get off of drugs and learn how to do things in society without having to be high. So they would go like wakeboarding, snowboarding, and I had the weekend shift. So all we did was like movies and doing all these active things. That was the coolest thing ever. But
yeah,
That's how they built the place I went to.
golfing.
That's how they built the place I went to in California. And I like when I got off the plane, I got like a ride, an escort drive there or whatever. And like the lady's like, "You're going to the Inland Empire. Everybody hates the Inland Empire." Like, shut up.
You're like,
I was like, thanks a lot, lady.
Looking forward to it, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I don't have a choice.
Like I am not here voluntarily, and I'm going to be here for at least a year. So I wish you would just shut the fuck up. But she was unfortunately right.
So you were
there for a
pulled out of
year?
school? Did you not go to
That
school?
was the
during that
minimum,
time?
really, for that kind of place.
that makes
I'm
sense.
sorry.
So wait,
And
you went
I mean,
to
I just
school?
kind of like, I didn't really need to be there in the first place. I was just kind of like, so I just faded into the background and did what I was supposed to check off the right boxes and fucking get the fuck out of there. And it was like, all right, well, like I'm gonna go work in the weed industry now. Bye.
Did you go to school at the same time or no?
Yeah, you could go. So like they're trying to make it as much like a real life as possible. Like it's not at all, but like they'll let you go to college and like do a couple things like that.
Like a dorm? You just sleep there?
We stayed at apartment complexes. So like the girls went to one apartment complex, but these were like public apartment complexes. Like my very first day, my roommate ran off with our fucking neighbor to like go smoke weed in his car. Like we were just like with the public.
It's hardcore.
But yeah, they had one for like the girls and one for the guys, and they always put the guys in like the most ghetto areas, which was really funny because like this place was like well known for their meth addicts. So like they would just have like these tweakers like roaming around their apartment complex all the time, and it was like really sketchy. One of them got stabbed actually while I was there. That was quite a funny story.
What kind of place is this?
The tweakers were tweaking. It sounds like Dr. Seuss.
Dude, they used to like, as a punishment, they used to make people go, they used to make you go be homeless and live in a tent. And like, I swear to God, like there was this one.
Being a Boy Scout?
I mean, like, if you do that in the middle of meth country, like there's going to be problems. And
like
there was this one chick,
scared
she went there, she
straight?
actually went there for sex addiction, and she like had never even touched weed before. And like by the time she had like gotten halfway through this program, they had thrown her out so many times that she had started doing meth and was like sleeping around and like had a baby with some random tweaker. It was like, it was fucking horrible. Like
Yeah,
Wow.
isn't that what they say about like prison? Like you come out with an addiction sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
go
for
in.
sure.
Like, yeah. That's
Oh yeah,
not
for sure.
right.
These places are horrible. Like honestly, 9 out of 10 of them are probably like the staff are fucking the students. Like there were people taking piss tests for people so they wouldn't pop dirty. Like it was,
Pop
and like now
dirty.
they're like they've like rebranded as like a mental health place, and they're like supposedly on the straight and narrow. But like I don't fucking buy it for a second.
Jesus.
hmm
You know what would be a good cure for sex addiction? Gaining weight.
I would say having more sex.
Give them obsessive eating disorder.
Video games.
Video games. There you go. At least you can get them on Kick or something, and I'll make a ton of money being a video game streamer.
Sam, Kim, how did your husband come out different after he was in prison?
That's a good question. I honestly, his was more like, and this is really common with people who spend time in the clink. You like when he came out for a while, like he felt like the stink of prison was still on him. Like you couldn't. It's like he thought like people could look at him and just tell that like
he'd been to prison. Wow.
Yeah. Actually, people just assume he's a veteran, so like that's the kind of the funny part. But
a prison veteran.
Yeah, prison. Well, he's property of the state in one way or another, right?
That's kind of hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was more just like learning to like re-ingratiate yourself with like real society, and like these programs are not very much different. Like they teach you to like, oh, this is how you have to be or whatever, and then you leave, and like real life is nothing like that. So you're like, you feel like a fucking alien. But like I mean, like conveniently enough for him, not too long after he was released, the COVID thing happened. So we were locked in our house with just us anyway.
It's like, oh, I left prison to go to house prison. Great.
House prison. At least it was house prison with a wife.
House prison with a wife. Yes.
Although
A
some might
forever
argue that's
conjugal
worse. But
visit.
well, yeah.
Like, I have to put out more here, and I don't even have to drop the soap.
Yeah, I would just say I think it was the social aspect that was the most jarring for him. Was like, yeah.
That's interesting. I forget that about you.
Ladies,
I'm
I
with the felonious.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I do. I promised Eugene I would cook him a Rachel sandwich. So I am gonna
What's a
go,
Rachel
but
sandwich?
It's a Reuben, but with turkey. So, and it's very European of us to eat at midnight, but I said I wouldn't go past midnight. So I'm gonna
But
get
Kiki's
out of
gonna
here.
eat a sandwich, so I'm proud of you.
Kiki,
What?
where can
Yes,
people-
tomorrow I do a afternoon stream. Keanu C. Thompson. Just everything Keanu C. Thompson. My live streams, stand-up comedy. I post the dates on my Instagram. So head there.
Yay! Thank you, Kiki. Miss you. Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Kim Coulter, where can people find you?
You can find where I post all of my stuff on X. I'm not doing a consistent streaming schedule until after the baby again, but I will be streaming at least twice a week. I'm aiming for, so just keep an eye at Coulter on X. And if anybody wants to throw some sponsorship money behind Waffins, I would love to make that a thing. Let's do it.
Yes, I love that.
We'll make them into
chat.
Swazies and everything. It'll be delicious.
Sally, where can people find you?
You can find me Talk with Sally on Local, Rumble, YouTube, and X, and on TikTok. That's where you can
Yes.
find me.
Follow Sally. I hope your face returns to normal soon.
Me too.
I hope your face gets better. Guys, come see me in Orlando next weekend, next Friday to be precise, at the Orlando Comedy Club at the Calypso Bar and Grill. That's next Friday, March 20th at 10 o'clock. Get your tickets now, chrissiemayr.com. Tickets include the after party. And I'll see you guys if you're going to MegaCon and hanging out. Thank you so much for watching SimpCast. We'll see everybody next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.